Game faces, everyone.
And action.
Little do you guys know, but before every recording, Courtney and I just sit in silence, and then we have to like put on this face for you guys because in reality, we're not that good of friends. We kind of just show up every once a week, you know?
We actually, like, don't really like to talk to each other. We just, like, do this.
Yeah, we don't talk at all actually outside of this, except for this podcast.
Wait, actually, this brings up a good topic.
Damn, already, it's only 30 seconds in.
I know, but I was, like, debating bringing this up or not, but it, like, kind of irritated me the other day. I have this friend, and she told me, like, she's, like, married and everything, and she was like
Red
she
flag.
said said not a red flag, green
Just kidding.
flag, but she said something, like, along the lines of, like, "Oh, yeah, my husband would, like, kill me if I was hanging out with, like, 5 guys," or something like that, and I, like, looked at her, and I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Well, I just think it's, like, completely unnecessary to have any guy friends, like, I am married, and I don't think there's any reason, like, they don't do anything
What?
for me, like, there's no reason for me to have guy friends."
What?
And I was like, "Whoa," and I, like, looked at her, and I go, "A lot of my like, best friends are guys." And she was like, "Well, I just don't think it's appropriate." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I was just, like, was so caught off guard, and so, like, I'm curious what other people think because in my opinion, like, I think you can absolutely have, like, friends that are, like, opposite like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's like a whole lore behind girls and guys like not allowed to be friends or like you're not allowed to have like a girl best friend. And I feel
Yeah.
like all that stuff is just kind of dumb. Like I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah. I just think, like, I don't know, and then I was, like, trying to, like, think in my head, I was like, "Wait, is it inappropriate that I have, like, all these guy friends?" And then I was like I literally go, "Well, a lot of them 'em I've been friends with, like, since high school. Like,
Mhm.
I've been close with these people for so long, like, what?" And then I was like afterwards, I thought about it, I was like, "Why did I even, like, try to justify it?" Like, I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything wrong with it, like, I think obviously if, like, you're trying to become friends with someone that, like, you want something more like, that's inappropriate, but, like,
Yeah.
I also would have no problem, like, becoming friends with a guy now, even if I hadn't known him, if, like, it's just a friend, like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Which I have, actually, like, I've made friends,
Mhm.
like, in the last couple of years that are guys. Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm year 15 in my 20 years step program for to get Courtney. So just so you guys know.
You're year 15, is that what you said?
It's a long game. That's the key,
Mm.
guys.
I feel like
Don't make a move early, make a move late. That's
you're
the way
like
you get them.
you're like year -10 in the 100-year program.
It's like, yeah, you're
Not
actually going
happening.
backwards.
Yeah. But I don't know, it just, like it caught me so off guard, and then it, like, made me sad because I was like, "Wait," like, honestly, like, if I was dating someone, like, say Keaton was like, "You can't be friends with, like, guys," I just wouldn't date them.
Yeah,
Like,
valid. Yeah.
'cause I'm like, "Those are my friends," like, I'd be so sad that that's not okay.
I think it's because a lot of people have this mindset of, like, when guys are friends with girls, it's, like, because 'cause they're trying to, like, hook up with them or something like that, or, like, if they get the chance to, which
Right.
is not always, like, not wrong, because like, I obviously, that is a thing, but you can still like, there are still, like, platonic friendships.
Absolutely. Like, absolutely. I don't
Like,
know. I'm just like, I think
I
it's
can
weird.
understand him being like, "Okay, it's weird if you're just, like, out hanging out with 5 dudes all the time," but, like, I feel like if, like, you well, I guess it's not that weird depending because, like, if you've been friends with, like, Hi, Justin, me, like, all of us, and, like, we've hung out at your house where it's, like, 4 or 5 of us and you,
Yeah.
but we've also known you since high school, and there's, like so it's not that strange, and Keaton,
I
like, knows
just
us.
yeah, I feel like if, like I feel like the only time it's weird is, like, if maybe, like, your partner doesn't know who they are maybe, and, like, you're always around these other guys or, like, vice versa, like,
Yeah, or if you
maybe
have, like, a
then it's like
history or something with someone maybe.
yeah, but then it's like, I don't know, like yeah, I've hung out with like, there's been times where it's like, yeah, you, like, hi, Justin, Clay, Quinn, like, all of us, and it's like, that's not, and Keaton's never once been like, "Who are you hanging out with?" Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I just, thought it was weird. It caught me so off guard. I was like, "Wait, what?" And she was like, "Yeah, unless it's, like, a friend of my husband's and I'm, like, hanging out with them together, like, I have 0 interest in having a guy friend." I was like, "Okay." Like,
It's weird because I feel like it's almost good for you to have girl and guy friends. I
I
feel
also
like
just
it's
think, like, you're, like, limiting, like, yourself to, like, friendships, like, for me, like, I'm not going out of my way to, like, make friends with only guys or only girls, it's just, like, who I become friends with, like,
yeah, yeah.
if we do similar things, if we, like, I don't know, maybe we work together, maybe we met this, I don't know, but, like, I'm not gonna, like, say I work with a guy and, like, we have similar interests, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, actually, I can't be friends with you," or, like, cut myself from that, like,
Yeah, yeah.
from that opportunity to have another friend. Whereas it sounded like she was like, I would just, like, cut that immediately, like, I would never, like, let that happen. But I'm like, "You're not letting anything bad happen."
Gosh, she must be so fun at a party. Starts,
Uh,
like, talking to some random dude at, like at her work, then she's like, "Oh, yeah, we can't talk at all because I can't be friends with
yeah.
you," or, like, he invites her, like, to get drinks with, like, all the other coworkers or something like that, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, no." It's like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah. I just I just think it's weird. I don't know. But, I mean,
Yeah,
I knew that
that
you would
is
agree
weird.
with me because you have, like, a lot of girlfriends, you've had a lot of girlfriends, like, since high school, and that's, like, just a normal thing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I feel like it's very normal, but
I think it is kind of a red flag if you don't have any friends that are the opposite gender.
I think so too, because like, I think it's helpful because you can, like, learn a lot from each other.
Yeah, I mean, you and Tom, like, we've been on the phone before for hours about, like, what is
More
that
Tom.
was Tom. But it was like, "What does this mean when a girl does this? Like, what does
It's
this mean
so
when a girl
funny when
does
he, like,
this?"
he'll ask a question, I'm like, "I think she's literally just asking you a question or something, like, I don't think this means anything," and then you're
My
like, "Yeah,
favorite
100%."
Yeah,
I'm like,
my favorite
"Okay."
was when he texted that one time and he was like, "This girl, she was, like, standing close to me, like,
Yo,
what does
that
that
was
mean?" And I was like, "Give me more context." And then he, like, told us all the details. I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't read into that one."
yeah, I think I
Like,
was just like, yeah, I think she was just standing near you and probably wasn't aware of it.
but I feel like it would be hard too, because like, girls, we are
Yeah, you guys are hard to
difficult
read.
creatures. We are difficult creatures. And so, like, I will absolutely always answer, like, if you guys are like, "Oh, what does this mean?" Like, I will tell you what I think. Like, I could be wrong though, because girls, again, are difficult creatures.
Yeah.
But I do feel for guys because I'm like, how, like, it would be so hard to read us, I feel like.
Yeah, and I deal with the one difficult creature in front of me right here at least once to 2 times a week, so
Usually more because, again, we are friends and we do actually talk more than once or twice a
well,
week.
it is it is funny because I called you, like, a few days ago or whatever, and, like, you answered, and then, like, we talked for, like, just, I don't know, like, 10 minutes or something like that,
Yeah.
like, because I called you about something specific,
Uh-huh.
and then we, like, just chatted about some other things, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot you can kinda just do this."
You forgot that I could just do this? Like, that
Yeah,
I
because
could
like,
just
I don't because
chat?
we don't, like, call, so it's just kind of funny because it's, like, normally, like, "Oh, we'll talk on the pod."
Yeah, or we did chat a
Also, we
lot, like,
text
when
and
I was,
Snapchat
like
and stuff, but
yeah.
yeah, when I was at Kansas, we called a lot,
Yeah, I know,
but I
we
think
did
that part of
chat a
that
lot,
was, like, you guys were trying to get me to come to Oregon.
and it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
Where'd you go? Oregon. And I know, like, Haig played a big role, but I still am gonna take credit that I played a big role too, because I know I did.
Okay.
Even Haiger's so annoying, like, you just can't admit that, like, I was part of it. It was
Mm,
part of the reason.
mm, mm.
Whatever, but,
Was I there for that?
you were. But anyways, everyone who's listening, let us know. Is it a red flag to have guy friends or girlfriends? Like,
Or to not have any
Or
girlfriends or
yeah,
boyfriends.
like, what's your take? Because now I'm curious, because I just feel like it's something I don't really, like, talk about. Oh, this is the other thing. I do think it is a red flag, though, if a girl only has guy friends
Yeah, that's weird.
or if a guy only has girlfriends. Like, I think that's weird too.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like
100%.
you need both.
I just don't understand how you can have just one of girl or guy. That's what I don't get. Like, how can you only have girlfriends or only have boyfriends? Like, I feel like
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe then again, it's different because like I play basketball every week, and so like I make friends through that as well. So it's like that's just like naturally like something I'm doing where that's
Right.
all guys. But like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, when a girl is like, "Oh, yeah, like, I don't get along with girls. I only
That's
have guy friends." Like,
crazy.
that's, like, the biggest red flag ever. I'm like, well, first of all, it just, like, screams, like, "Pick me." And then
I just love hanging guys. I love hanging out with guys more. There's just so much less drama. It's
yeah,
like
there's just, like, no
okay,
drama. There's just no
yeah.
drama. Which, like,
Insert
okay,
image.
honestly, kinda valid.
True.
Kinda
Yeah,
valid.
yeah.
Um, but, like, don't you just want a little bit of that drama? Like, don't you just wanna, like, get all the details? Like, I go to Seb and I'm like, "Tell me everything," and he's like, "I don't know. I actually didn't get the details." And I'm like, "'Kay,
Or
cool."
like the amount of times I'm like, "Whoa, yo, like this crazy thing happened. Like someone said something, and then this thing, like something else happened, and then like ended up like this." And you're like, you're like, "There's no context for there." Like you're like, "How am I supposed
Yeah,
to understand what that means?"
and I'm like, I would just, like, truly be unhappy if I only had guy friends because, again, they don't get the details. Like, there's just things that they just don't understand. Like, you have to have girlfriends. And so the girls that are saying
You
that
need
they
follow
only
up
get along with
questions.
guys, I'm like, "Wrong. There's something wrong with you then."
Yeah, because I do think like if a girl doesn't have like a lot of guy friends, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's
No,
more just like maybe like her surroundings and like what she does, it just doesn't like she's just not around a lot of dudes.
for sure.
But if she's like has the mentality of like F guys, no,
Yeah.
then it's bad. Then that's a red flag.
No, absolutely. Like, I don't think girls like, I don't think people need to go out of their way to, like, what I'm saying is, like, I don't go out of my way to, like, make guy friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just am open to making friends.
Yeah.
And I think, like, my friend who's, like, talking about this, I think it would be valid if she was like, "Yeah, I don't go out of my way to make guy friends," but the fact that she's like, "There's just no purpose for guy friends, like, I just should not have that in my life. I'm married." I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
"But what like, I'm
And you
just
s and
confused."
yeah, and you still make friends with that RBF, so
I know, which is crazy.
and then, like, insert, like, you maybe being hungry, like, it's even
Yeah,
worse for you guys, like,
and they
'cause you have
still
no
stick
chance.
around, like, the friends still stick around.
I was listening to last week's episode, that was so funny when it was like, everyone we're all kind of sitting back like, "Okay, guys, like, Courtney hasn't eaten, let's just be calm." Then you start eating, we're like, "Okay, you start talking first." And then it's like slowly, like, insert yourself into the she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm great, guys." You're like, "Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good."
Literally, like, I just need a little snack and then I'm happy, like, I'm fine. Yeah, no,
You know
but
what? You know what I think is a red flag and also kind of an ick, actually, now that I think about it,
oh, let's hear it.
is girls who are, like, man haters.
Mm, yes.
I think when girls make their whole personality, like, hating men
Yes.
and, like, posting screenshots of, like, dudes hitting on them or, like, swiping up kinda thing and being
Mhm.
like, saying some shit and, like, trying to clown them and stuff. Sometimes it's funny, but I'm just like, you don't need to put that all out there, and then the people are like, "Oh, I know I don't need no man," kinda all I'm like, "Bro, it's just like it's, like, not cute, like, what are we doing?"
No, I also, like, people like that annoy me. Oh my god, they just make me so mad. And don't get me wrong, like, there are times where I say I hate men because, like,
Valid.
I do hate a lot of men sometimes, like, men can be gross, they can be annoying. Again, they don't get the details when you ask them for the details, like also,
True.
like, a man's brain and a woman's brain is so much different,
So
and so it's
funny.
just like yeah, there are times where I say, "Oh, I hate men," but it's like, I don't actually, like, I don't know, I think it's crazy when people say that too, and then they're like, "Women need to do," like, "Women can do everything," which they can, don't get me wrong, they can, but it's like you're taking it to such an extreme, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm also the type of person where I'm like, I like having a guy around because I will make them do, in my mind, guy chores, like taking the trash
Mhm.
out, that's a guy's job, not mine.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm over here like, I hate men, I don't need men, who's gonna take the trash out? Just kidding. I know I could take the trash out. I do take it out still. But it's just like things like that where I'm like, do you actually like when people get to that extreme, I'm like, do you genuinely not want any men in this world? Like I'm I would be curious for people to like see that and then like see if they still feel the same way.
I feel like it's usually, like, stems from just,
Like
like, a bad situation that they had or, like, bad relationships, so then they hate men, and then
totally.
they just, like it's like, "No, I just think you haven't just met the right dude."
Totally. And like there are good guys out there. There's like really annoying ones and gross and all that stuff and I don't know why I'm still friends with the annoying ones. But
I don't yeah, I don't know who those guys are.
just
I
Justin.
hate them too, damn.
Just Justin, he's the only annoying one, just kidding. Actually, he's probably the, like, least annoying out of all of you guys.
Damn.
It's just 'cause, like, he doesn't bother me as much.
And I go out of my way to bother you. Like, if I'm
Mhm.
bothering you, I'm having a good day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We're succeeding that day.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, like, I don't like that people are like, "I hate all men and they need to leave."
Yeah, I think it's crazy.
And, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's true. They should do some self-reflection, like, what hurt you and maybe try and heal from it and then see. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause there are bad, but there are
yeah.
good.
I
There are
will
good.
say, I do find it funny when, like when girls are like, "Oh, I hate men," or when it's I find that funny when it's like a guy is doing something just ridiculous that's, like, funny, but it's just, like, so dumb, and the women are just like, "Oh my god, like, I hate men," or, like, you just, like, you make a joke and then, like, we immediately make it, like, sexual, and it's like, "God, I hate men," because like, that's where our brain goes, but your brain doesn't go there, and
Yeah.
that shit is so funny.
My, like, I hate men is, yeah, when it's like, I'm thinking in, like, a very, like, logistical way or something, and then, like, their brain just doesn't get there, and I'm like, "I literally hate men. Like, you guys are stupid." Or, like, you guys, like, take, like, 3 extra steps to do something, and I'm like, "You coulda just done this." And they're like, I didn't think about that." Like, well, there's just different things that I don't know, but there are good fish out there. Like Tom. Tom's such a good fish.
Tom's a yeah, no, Tom's a good dude.
He's a good fish.
He texted,
Good fish in the sea.
Justin happy birthday today
Oh, 'cause he
after I
listened to the
predicted he
pod?
would. Yeah. He's like, "I just finished the pod, cracked up at how you predicted I would text the chat." That's so funny.
That is funny.
Um, but anyways, enough about, random people that you guys don't know.
Yeah.
Um, because I did make that a note. But anyways, we have not introduced. So welcome back to Overshared episode 32. Um,
What? 32?
and you know what 32 means. Divided by 2 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. Minus 2 plus 1 is 6.
That was actually pretty good math. I'm so bad at math.
That was, like, not that impressive, but okay.
I I got lost at divide by 2.
That is so fun. I was like, "This is not that impressive," but okay. Hey, appreciate it.
I'm so bad at math, and then I was like,
6
"Whoa,
times 8.
whoa." Like, it was like, the board, that meme where there's all the math equations? That was what it looked like in my mind. I was like, "Whoa, I can't keep up. What's happening?"
Oh my god.
Uh, but
6
yeah,
times 3.
episode 32, I'm not answering any of your math questions because I'm just like, I know you're waiting for me to mess up, and then you're gonna hold that against me.
I'm
Um,
already holding this against you. I'm
I
just kidding.
know,
I'm just kidding.
you probably are. But it is episode 32, and I just want everyone to know that I was here only 3 minutes late.
And then when we multiply this episode by 2 and then we add 3, we get to 6, 7 again.
Yeah, that's really good math.
This is why Courtney also almost failed out of University of Oregon. Little do you guys know.
Well, I didn't even take a single math class.
And that's partly why. No, anyways. But yeah, we have a special guest on for next episode. So that's gonna be very exciting for you
Ooh.
guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. I'm very excited. I know Courtney's excited and a little nervous as well.
I'm
Um,
nervous because, well, one, all of our guests for the other pods are people that we've known, and so it's, like,
mhm.
our first time having someone that we've, like, never chatted with. I literally texted you, I was like, "What if they don't get my banter?" Like, which is totally fine, like, I know it'll still be a great pod, and it'll be really fun to have someone, but, yeah, there's some nerves that I haven't had since, like, I think we started doing the podcast.
That's funny.
'Cause, like, the first couple episodes when we recorded, and that was more for second string, like, this was different because we were already, like, recording second string, but, like, the first couple episodes actually, we should go back and listen to those again because I feel like we're gonna be so, like, different, or, like, we're gonna sound different.
Oh, dude, sometimes if I'm bored, I'll go back and listen to them. But then sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday, so then I'm like, "Oh, this feels
Yeah,
weird."
but I just feel like we were all a little bit more, like, nervous and, like, what do we say? Like, what do we talk about?
Felt like I was good.
Okay, well, doubt it, but
It's like, "Well, you weren't, so
yeah. Actually, you
cool."
sucked.
Yeah.
No, but I just think, um, now I'm, like, getting those nerves again for this next episode.
Hey, nerves is good because I texted you this. Nerves are good because it means you care.
Yeah, I was like, "Aw, I think he thinks that I'm doing something good for the pod." Like, in my head, I was like, "He approves." Like, all I work for now is Seb's
Seb's
approval.
approval. This is did you ever watch the movie The Housemaid or whatever with Sydney Sweeney?
No.
Oh, okay, well, he makes a joke or yeah, he makes a joke about, like, "This is a privilege." So it's like, "It's a privilege to be in my presence," kinda thing, like, so it's like, "Now you just work for my approval." It's like, and that's a privilege.
You literally would say something like that to me too,
Yeah,
like,
I would. As a joke, people, as a joke.
no, you guys, I was talking about good fish, Seb is one of the bad fish, don't catch him.
Don't gotcha. He'll pull you into the water.
Yeah, he will. Just
That's
kidding, he's
crazy.
scared of the ocean, so he
Yeah.
won't. He won't.
Fish for me on land.
Yeah.
Just hunt me down. Instead of fishing, you have to hunt me down.
Yeah. Ah,
Um,
that's
but anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later on this episode as well because, should we tell them, like, who this person is, or should we just mention that when we start talking about the topic?
I mean, hey, you decide, I don't care.
Well, we'll cover it once we go over, our review and everything. But, I feel like we have some other topics here. We have a lot of just, like, kinda random stuff that we wrote down this week.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know if you have anything immediately
Uh,
immediate that you wanted to
no,
talk
I do
about?
have, some we haven't done this in a long time, but hot take or heartbreaks to go
Ooh,
over.
okay, I'm super down because I feel like we usually go over, like, the movie news and, like, that kinda stuff a little bit later on, so I think we could cover that a little
Yeah.
later on and then cover some of these because a lot of these are, like, just little pieces that I found that I thought was interesting. But, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
curious, what's this, what is it called again?
Hot take or
Hot
heartbreak.
Take or Heartbreak. Yeah,
We,
with
like, played
Hero.
it, like, the first few episodes, I feel like, and then we kinda, like, forgot about it.
Yeah, because we ended up just talking for 2 hours, and I'm like, "Okay, we just talked 2 hours about, like, nothing." So I'm just like,
Yeah, that is true. That's
get some
true.
let's get some clips."
But yeah, we can do that. We can like, do we want to go over notes first, or do we want to do hot take or heartbreak right off the
Let's
bat?
do hot ta yeah, let's
Get
do the
swinging.
game just to kinda
Get
get the flow
swinging.
going, get the flow going.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Um,
She's from Texas, I can tell.
okay. This one's a little bit interesting. I feel like it does tie into some other stuff that I thought we could talk about as well. So, hot take or heartbreak, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce should disappear from the spotlight for at least a year.
Um, I think that's a hot take, cause who cares? Like, I think
Yeah.
I don't mind them, like, I do enjoy them because it's cool seeing Taylor happy, even though I know nothing about her. It just
Yeah.
seems like she's genuinely, like, super happy with
Mhm.
Travis, and I kinda like the fact that, like, I've seen photos of the dudes she's dated in the past, like, I don't honestly, I don't even know, but I just know that none of them are like Travis Kelce. I feel like Travis Kelce is like a dude, like a guy's guy, which I think is
Mhm.
sick, and it's kind of just like a and he's also, like, way bigger than her, and because she's pretty tall, and so I feel like it's cool seeing their dynamic in public. I don't need to
Yeah.
see it constantly, but, I mean, hey, if they go away for a year, it's for them, like, good for them to do that, but
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I really don't care, at least, like, with where they're at now, because, like, I feel like when they first started dating and, like, it was just getting so out of hand, and it was, like, all that we saw in headlines, and I was like, "This is just annoying." Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you can just put a headline like, "Oh, they're dating." Great. But it was, like, every game, like, the camera was going to her, or, like, it's just, like, it was getting out of hand and annoying. Obviously, it picked up recently with the whole wedding and everything, which that's what I was saying, that, like, I did have some questions on what you thought, but other than that, like, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I don't think they need to, like, disappear, but I also just don't want them to, like, go back to, like, where it was, because it was annoying at that point.
I honestly think we're gonna see less of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce now that they are married, because I feel
Mhm,
like when they're dating and they're engaged, they're just like you wanna photograph them in every moment because it's like, "Oh, I caught this photo of them before they were married." And so it's like it feels like this every single photo, every single time they're shown on camera, it's like this big build up to them being married. And then now like the thing has happened, so now it's like, "Okay, now we can move on." Now it's not like as huge of a surprise when you see them. It's still cool, but it's
mhm,
like, "Alright, they're married? Alright, cool."
cool.
The next thing will be when she's pregnant. Like, that will
Yeah,
be the next
that's
big
gonna be
thing,
big.
and I
Yeah.
don't know when it'll happen. I I bet it'll be within, like, a year or 2,
Yeah, I kind of
but
feel like it
until
will be
then,
kinda soon.
yeah, I could see it. But until then, like, I feel like we won't see them as much.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm curious too, like, do you think the wedding happened at MSG?
I feel like they probably got married beforehand somewhere, and then they just had, like, this big ceremony. Because honestly, I think that's how I would do it too.
You think it did happen at MSG though?
I think they Oh, is there a conspiracy theory behind this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say what I think, and then I'll listen to what you have to say here. But I think they had, like, a ceremony or something of some sort in MSG or, like, a party of some sort. Um, and people were like I kept seeing AI images of, like, what they thought the wedding looked like in MSG, and I'm like, "I guarantee it wasn't like them standing on the Knicks floor with, like, the logos and the hoops up and, like,
Mm-mm.
everyone because I had a funny thought of, like, Bradley Cooper, like, sitting in the stands while they're getting married, like, I thought that was funny, but that's not how they did it. There's no way, like, they definitely, like, made it not look like a basketball stadium.
For
But
sure.
I'm curious what this conspiracy theory is.
Well, I feel like when I first started hearing, like, that it was gonna be at MSG, everyone was like, "How is this gonna work? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, this doesn't make sense, like, whatever." But then I ended up seeing a lot more videos of people saying, like, it was just kind of a distraction, and she actually ended up getting married, like, somewhere else, but she, like, used MSG to, like, create like this like
A diversion.
goal of like all the paparazzi, all these people like wanting to like get a see or whatever. And honestly, like part of me thinks that could be a possibility because of how calculated Taylor Swift is within like all of her stuff, like her whole brand, all of her music, everything, like her tour, everything. It all like ties back to certain things. And people are always like hooked on her because of her like Easter egg, like clues.
13 or whatever the hell. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she did do something like that because I do think like her and whoever like helps her with all of this stuff is constantly thinking like many steps ahead. But part of me also thinks it could just have been there. I don't
Well,
know.
like, do you think? But like, she got all these celebrities to go to MSG too. So like,
Well,
what's the purpose of that?
I don't know because that was the other thing that was like kind of confusing to me because like people were saying that her um their invites like didn't have the location. It said they would get sent the location of the wedding the day of.
Hmm.
Which I don't even know how that, like, logistically works, like, they knew it was, like, in New York or I don't really know. I'm curious about how it all happened, and I am curious if it did happen at MSG or if it was somewhere else, and, like, she used celebrities as, like, decoy I don't know. I don't know. And they were super smart with, like, their wedding invites. They had them all, like, um watermarked with, like, the person's name, and so, like, if someone tried to, like, share that or, like, send information, they, it would show their name, so they would know who it was because everyone had to sign, like, NDAs and everything.
So like, if could you like, so that you couldn't take a photo of it and try to do something with it, kind of thing.
Yeah, like, you couldn't, like, send it or, like, sell it or whatever.
I could Photoshop that.
I'm just saying. That's how it was, like, supposedly. I don't know. This is just everything I've been hearing. I'm very curious, like, when are we gonna, like, see stuff? Like, when are they gonna put stuff out about it?
Yeah, because I don't think they like allowed people to like come into MSG. So like, there's been no photos, which honestly has been pretty impressive.
But there was, one guy, he's a football player, I can't remember his name. I feel like you're gonna get mad at me for not knowing his name.
Yeah, I'm already annoyed. See, these are the details that I care about.
Mhm, I know. But he posted, like, supposedly from the wedding.
Hmm.
But that's the other thing is, like, he was, like, the only one that I saw. Oh, what is his
Do you
name?
know who he plays for?
I think he plays with Travis Kelce. Let me look up. Football.
It's definitely not Mahomes.
No, but maybe name some.
Um, I don't know the Chiefs team well enough. Juju
I kn I think I
Smith-Schuster,
know it. I think it was
probably
this guy. Let me look, though.
probably some random name I've never
Yeah,
heard of.
George Kittle.
Oh yeah, yeah, I freaking love George Kittle. He's a 49ers tight end.
Yeah, he posted, and it was, like, these, like, headshot photos almost. Like, can you see that?
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, kind of interesting. And then family, and, like, this, which
Hmm.
that's Robert Tonian Jr., I don't know. Um, and this one, which is Kyle something, I don't know.
Use check.
Yeah. Um,
His wife makes really cool jackets. Just a side note.
but he posted this, and the caption was, "It was a family affair. Congratulations on finding your exclamation point. Just," and like, which was like on, I think in Times Square or something, the just and T, but the T and T are capital. Have you
Okay.
did you see that? Married, and then it said, like, "We love y'all." But that's literally the only photo I've seen.
Interesting.
I'm just like
So I haven't seen anyone else post anything either.
I know. So that's where I'm like, how did he get to I don't know.
Hmm. Weird.
So, I'm just curious about it. I wanna see photos. There's been a lot of people saying like, "Oh, is it tacky?" Like, blah, 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 but I'm like, how are people saying this if we haven't seen anything about the wedding? Part of me
Spe
thinks it was because I think Taylor Swift can be tacky. Hot take.
I think a lot I've seen that comment too. People are like, "It's tacky," but it's like, "Yo, it's Taylor Swift." Like, might be.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but I wanna see it. I wanna know. Was it there, and what did it
Yeah,
look like? That's
interesting.
what I wanna know. And why don't we know yet?
And why wasn't I invited?
Seriously, we could have
Did I
covered
did
this
did did I
all.
yeah, we could have covered it. Imagine, like, we cover, like, a red carpet someday. Complete
I
mess.
would just be there, like, shaking in my boots, like, "So I'm scared, I'm scared."
Like, who's the internet personality that you love?
Um, I
Not
don't
like
know.
an actor,
Like an
like, just imagine
influencer?
yeah, like Emma Chamberlain kinda person.
I think Emma Chamberlain. Hot take, I've always liked, Trisha Paytas.
Trisha Paytas, oh my
Paytas,
god.
yeah.
I think she's kinda funny at times, but I just
I think she's, like, so out there, and she's, like, so different, and she's, like, very outspoken, and she just does her thing, but I just think that I just love that, like, she's always had the confidence in herself, and, like,
that's fair.
she's just, like, continued to push through and, like, do what makes her happy.
And she's done so many things to, like, try to get famous, and now she, like, is. So,
Yeah. I like her. I really like,
I just remember going to the EMU at Oregon
mm.
and seeing Allie, who's one of our friends, sitting there eating her food, watching Trisha Paytas, like, stuff her face with pizza. And I was like, "How is this entertaining?" And she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like, I have this other video queued up, bro." And I'm like, "Oh my god, what is happening right now?"
Yeah. No, I really like her. I don't know. I love Brianna Chicken Fry.
Okay.
I just think she's, again, pretty real.
Mhm.
She's just, like, out there. I also love, Bunny, like, Jelly Roll's now ex-wife. Big news. They did get a divorce.
I don't even know who that is. I mean, I think I've seen her, but I don't know her well.
Well, Jelly Roll, do you know
I know Jelly Roll, obviously.
okay, well, Bunny was his wife. They had, like, a crazy story. Everyone loved their relationship because, like, basically when Bunny met Jelly Roll, he was, like, an addict, like, he was, like, in and out of jail, like, he was just, like, going through it. He was trying to get custody of his daughter. He, like, wasn't clean, he was homeless. It was a whole thing, and Bunny, like, helped him through all of that and, like, didn't, like, carry him, but did in a way, like, through it. And then, like, they both, like, made their own brand, like, Jelly Roll, like, he, like, continued with his music, and she, like, continued with, like, her things, and she's, like, very into, like, beauty and just a wide variety of things, but I feel like she's a more, down to earth, I guess,
Mm.
Trisha Paytas, like,
Oh,
she,
Trisha
like
Paytas is more down to earth?
no, Bunny, or,
She's
like
like a more down to earth version of okay.
yeah, like, more, like, realistic, but she still, like, talks about, like, the raw, honest truth and just, like,
Yeah,
is out there, but she has, like, a podcast and stuff, I really like her, but yeah,
yeah.
her and Jelly Roll did get a divorce, which is crazy.
Damn.
Mhm. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I feel like those are my, like, favorite I don't know. I just like people that, like, aren't afraid to, like, speak their
Mm,
their opinion, I
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
and
I
just,
just
like
imagine that
yeah.
I just imagine us on, like, a red carpet talking to someone, and then it's just like, we just start talking to them for too long. It's like, okay, they have to move on.
No, literally.
It's like, "Oh,
Or
my
it's
bad."
like Jacob Elordi and I just pass out.
Yeah. I'm like, "Alright, Courtney, this is where you ask a question."
I'm just like, down.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, we both pass out.
That's
It's
like at the end of the movie in Cars where they see the Ferrari. He's like, "Oh, Ferrari," and then like he falls over. Then the Ferrari, which is played by Lewis Hamilton, like looks at the other guy. He's just like, "Hey," and then he falls over.
yeah. No, literally. That would be.
That's how it'd be if I saw Sabrina Carpenter or Haley Steinfeld. I'd be
I
like,
was
"Oh,
just gonna say that would be like Sabrina Carpenter for you.
bro, Sabrina Carpenter has truly ranked to number one for me."
I
I don't know if you saw photos of her from um where was she? These photos of her. Where
mm,
is this? Like some Vogue. Oh, Paris Fashion Week.
mhm.
She looked insane. I was just like, I was actually like, my
You just
mouth was like
love her.
open.
You just love her.
Yeah, she's freaking gorgeous. But, anyways, we were still in the middle of that game.
Oh, yeah. See, this is our problem.
Crazy tangents.
Ugh, it's so hard. How do you not? Someone, like, needs to start writing, like, a script for us to follow. That's how. I don't know. Um, okay, hot take or heartbreak. TikTok has created more celebrities than Hollywood has in the last 5 years.
In the last 5 years, okay. Well, the thing is, like, how do you define celebrity? Because I think there are certain TikTokers that have like grown to stardom to then celebrity level, like Alex Warren, for example.
Mhm.
But I don't consider some of these influencer TikTokers to be celebrities because I think of like Timothy Chalamet, DiCaprio, like athletes are celebrities. I think Alex Warren is now a celebrity, but I can't even think of like a TikToker who's like huge, but like I don't know. I think there's like different level to that. So like I think yes, TikTok has made more people famous through TikTok,
Mhm.
but I don't know if they're like necessarily celebrity. I
Yeah,
feel like people have like a weird discourse between the two there.
I feel like TikTok has changed how we view celebrities and, like, who we want to, like, pay attention to because I feel like before TikTok, it was, like, the, like, traditional, I guess, celebrity, like, actors, actresses, musicians, like but there wasn't that platform necessarily for them to be found.
Yeah, that is true.
But now I feel like we see, like, these, like, smaller influencers, but I think we relate to them quicker, and I think
Yeah.
it, like sorry, my door just, like I feel like someone's outside my house. I'm just gonna see.
I heard that.
Well, it'll be on the episode if I get killed.
If the screen goes dark, guys, I'm ending the call.
Yeah. You just hang up, you get scared and hang up.
You're like, "Oh shoot, no."
No,
It's
I
gone.
can't watch.
We just lose a recording, we lose any evidence. It's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that's too much. But yeah, I just feel like TikTok and like yeah, TikTok has like kind of I guess changed who we're like following more or like getting I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, okay, I think TikTok has made a lot of people famous. I think they've made celebrities. I think those celebrities are usually like the TikTokers who become like musicians. Like I said, like Alex
Mhm.
Warren. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if Shabuzi. I don't think Shabuzi came from TikTok, but like he's big on TikTok. I think like he's a celebrity. Um,
It just annoys me.
I think Addison Rae is technically a celebrity. I don't know if I love that, but like I don't think of Alex Earl as like a celebrity. I think of her as like an influencer. But
Yeah,
then I think of Alex who's the Call Her Daddy one? Alex Cooper.
Cooper.
I think of her more of as a celebrity
Really?
because she's doing like a podcast and it just feels more like on that creative like you're doing like a thing.
Mm.
It's like you're an actor, like an athlete, you're a musician. She's a podcaster. Whereas Alex Earl, I feel like it's like TikTok. But then again, I don't know Alex Cooper's like background and how she really came up. Maybe it was TikTok, but
Okay, well, and then this is an interesting thing. So Alex Earl is now gonna have a reality TV show. Do you think then she's a celebrity or is she still an
no,
influencer?
I still think she's an influencer.
So what are the Kardashians?
I mean, they're kinda like the OG influencers, honestly, if you think about it. At
Yeah,
least Kim, for sure. I mean,
yeah.
they're celebrity because it's like it's almost like seniority at this point. And, like, maybe Alex Earl is celebrity, I'm just like, maybe I'm just being a hater, but god, that show sounds so boring, I'm sorry. That show does
Wait,
not sound good
I
at all, my
really
god.
like the name though. It's called Earl. Why does it sound like he's like outside? Sorry. It's
Earl's
called
house.
no, it's called Earl Meets World. Like, Girl Meets
That
World.
no, I understand the reference. That is actually, like, very low, like, creativity, I feel like.
Wait, I like it.
Earl meets World. I mean, it's like it makes sense. It just feels like that's like the first thing that someone suggested, and that's what they went with.
Could be.
Maybe
But
it'll be good. I mean, hey, sometimes the first thing is good. It just sounds like someone was like Earl meets World, and then it's just like, all right, yeah, let's make that a show. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
mhm.
Like, I have a buddy named Corey, and like every time we'll play basketball, I'll be like Corey in the house. Like, it's like so obvious. So maybe, but hey, maybe it's good. I don't know. Do you want to check?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check because Maverick's at the back door. So
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me just go check on that.
Wait, don't turn your camera off.
Oh, in case something bad
In case
happens,
something happens.
then you can like call the police. Okay.
You're, like, muted, I can only see this stuff.
I'm just like doing jump.
Damn, she just opened the door, didn't even, like
What the heck?
she's cooked.
That was kind of crazy. Our like back door open and Maverick got out of their kennel and I don't even know how it got open. I didn't investigate.
Oh, that's weird.
I also heard you're like, "Oh, damn, she just opened the door." And I did kind of realize like I didn't really check. I just
I know, I was just like, "Wow, you would die immediately." Like, you just open the
yeah.
door without even, like, thinking. You're like, "Oh, maybe someone's there. Hello?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
Boom.
hello." Boom, dead.
Like, I will, like, try to find a window or look in some way or, like, try to listen and see if, like, there's a shadow. I'm not just gonna
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think there was any thought process
No, there
there.
wasn't, and, like, it was just funny because like, you opened the first one, then you opened the second one immediately, and then, like, you just went out and shut the door, and I was like, "Oh my god." Like, you just, like, made, like, 3 things that you shouldn't do.
You're like, "This is what not to do when you think there's an intruder."
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I also, like, I didn't really, like, investigate. I probably should have, but
Or even, like, it's
mm,
funny when people are like they yell, "Hello? Hello, is
yeah.
anyone there?" It's like, okay, well, now they know you're
Hello?
there.
Right?
It's like an intruder's
I
not gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm here, my bad."
yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
I'll
That's
get
what
out
I
of your
hate
way
about
in a second.
this house, though, is our door doesn't have a peephole, and I'm too short to see through those windows. Like, I can't see at all.
Stepladder.
No, literally, I'd have to go get a ladder, and so I just have to, like, open it.
See, I don't like the fact that, like, when there's a peephole, that, like, if you're on the outside, you can see if the lights are on inside, you can see the shadow underneath the door. So if someone is
Mm,
standing there, you can just know. Also, our peephole, you have to, like, lift this thing up, and I'm like, they can for sure, like, hear me lifting it up if someone is out there.
true. Yeah, well, and then we did have cameras, but we just, like, never put them up here, which I don't know why.
I was gonna say, he also that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that TikTok when you sent me, it's like, "Oh, I love living in, like, in the land, like, during the day, and then at night, it's, like, the scariest thing ever."
No, it's literally me every single night. I'm, like, absolutely terrified. I immediately think, like, the worst at
Yeah,
night.
I would
And
have
I'm
my
gonna have to
blinds
stay
shut
home
constantly.
alone, like, for a couple nights now. It's gonna be weird because, like, there's no furniture in the house. Like, we have our bed, and I made Keaton, like, leave our TV in our bedroom because I was like, "I need, like, noise or something." I'm gonna be
Oh,
like,
yeah. I could not.
terrified in an empty house in the country alone. I
Also,
feel like that is
sounds
a horror movie.
that sounds are like louder too when like there's nothing in a room.
Yeah, I know. And then like
I was gonna
Margaret's
suggest a
ended up
good horror
out.
movie that's kind of similar to that, but I'm not gonna tell you.
I don't want to know. I don't. Well, and then I was like, oh, I should watch Obsession, and then I was like, nope, that's
Yeah, this
still
might
on
not be a good.
pause. That's
Honestly,
still.
I don't think that movie would do much in terms of like
I don't
scariness
think
in
it
that
would.
aspect.
No.
But I think if like you had the lights off, then it might be scary
Mhm.
because it's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the movie, but it's not like a movie where like yeah, it's that
No,
setting.
I agree. That's why I feel like I'm like even open to watching it because I know it's not like that type of scary,
It's
but
actually still in theaters, by the way.
really?
Yeah,
Okay, bro, there's like icebergs like out there. I just heard something again.
strangers in the night.
I also didn't lock any of those doors behind me, so that was really smart on my end as well.
God, you were just
I just said, "Come on in.
doing so good.
I'm on a podcast. What are they gonna do?"
Yeah.
Oh well, it's fine.
There is a horror movie out there where it's like people are getting killed, like they're on like this on Skype calls and stuff.
Hmm.
So that'd be funny if we had. Well, not wouldn't be funny, but it's like an interesting concept.
I feel like that was so funny, just for like the bit. It'd be
Wait,
great for the bit.
did that just move?
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Stop! Okay, now I'm, like, actually gonna, like I'm,
Sorry,
like, starting to get more scared.
sorry.
I don't like it. I don't like
Anyways,
it.
um, I think we can move on from the celebrity versus
Yeah.
influencer
Hot take or heartbreak? Am I gonna get murdered right now? Is there an
heartbreak
intruder?
because we'll be heartbroken afterwards.
Funny, funny, funny.
Funny,
Okay.
but not funny.
Yeah, funny, not funny.
All right, next.
I'm reading. Sorry.
Strangers in the night.
Ooh, this one's interesting. It kinda goes off what we're talking about. Hot take or heartbreak? Horror is carrying Hollywood right now.
uh, I'd say. Wait, heartbreak is if I agree.
Heartbreaks if you don't agree, hot takes if you agree.
Okay, I'd say that's a hot take. It that is a little counterintuitive, I feel like. But um or it's like a little contradictory, I feel like. But I'm gonna say hot take. I think that's true right now, especially with Obsession and Backrooms. There's been a ton,
So sorry. I just choked.
especially with Backrooms and Obsession. There's also been a bunch of other horror movies that have come out this year that like Hokum that's done decently well. Passenger that came out. I know Passenger wasn't that good, but apparently, but like Undertone, there's all these other movies that have done okay. So I do think with the amount of money Obsession Backrooms has made, and Backrooms is like A24's most successful movie of all time, which is crazy because I don't. Yeah, so like I do think it's carrying it in certain ways because then there are movies right now that are coming out that are flopping, like Supergirl, live action Moana, massive budgets, like $250 million budgets, and they're flopping at the box office. So it's like I do think, in a sense, horror is kind of carrying right now, which I'm here for because we love horror movies. But it would be nice to see some more movies that can do well. But I just think horror is just such an interesting topic, such an interesting genre, and I think that is partly why it's doing so well because it's like you're getting these original ideas that are coming out, and people are liking that, and that's what people are wanting.
Mhm. I feel like horror is one of those genres too that you get like those diehard fans where it's like they want all and anything horror. Whereas like I feel like other genres aren't always like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I do
Yeah,
think that it is carrying Hollywood right now. I think we're seeing more and more horror movies come out, more ideas. I think there's a lot of room too within the horror genre for different storylines.
Mhm.
Like, rom-com, okay, it's always gonna kind of fall under a similar storyline. Like, how
Yeah.
much more can you continue to do? Like, I don't know. I think horror, like, you can literally do so many different things, which also brings up another question too. I brought this up to you when we were on the phone the other day. The Mummy or whatever.
Hmm.
Okay, first of all, I will never be seeing that. Second of all, I got nightmares from the trailer, just the trailer. So, absolutely, again, will not be seeing that. But third, I'm like, who the hell comes up with these things? Like, that's another horror movie in itself. Like, whoever
Very, very
created this.
creative people, yeah.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, I love, like, creativity and I love, like, having all different sorts of outlets for that and bringing things to life and whatever, but when it comes to some of that stuff, I'm like, this is, like, twisted, like, messed up shit. Like, this should not be in your head. And it freaks me out.
That is kind of a crazy thing when you think about it. Like, there are certain stories that are told on screen where I'm kinda like, "Should we, like, check on the writers here?" Like, what? Like,
No,
how are people creative in this way? But at the
literally.
same time, then it's kinda like, well, eventually, I think someone would write something. Like, it's kinda cool. I think it's crazy is when people write something and then there's, like, they also write, like, the backstory about something, and then there's all these little Easter eggs and all these other things that
I
they've
love
written
that.
written into it, and I'm like, "How do you even think about, like, that?" Or it's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, something happens in the first scene that ties back to the last scene." I'm like, "How do you even, like, think of that kinda thing?"
Yeah. I think that stuff's super fascinating, but some of the horror movies, I'm like, I don't know if this person should be doing this. Like, this is really, really scary and messed up. I'm like, ugh.
What was interesting about horror is that, like, there's so many things you can do with it, which I think is so interesting. Like, with Backrooms, it's such a different, interesting concept, and then Obsession, it's, like, something, like, kinda more relatable in a sense, besides, like, the actual wish, but, like, in terms of, like, what the situation is. But then with the rom-coms, majority of rom-coms, like, fit the same mold when it comes to stories. It's like it's like these 2 people that are into each other or they're not into each other or like something happens and then they like build up and then something happens to take them apart. Then they do their own thing. There's like a little montage of them getting their life together and then they come back together because they realize they can't be apart. And that's a very classic rom-com, which I think people love. And so it is cool when you get a rom-com that does something different. And so like but and then with action, it's like, for the most part, it's kind of a similar thing as well. It's like, "Oh, well, this happened, well, we now need to do this." And then in the end, it's like, maybe you're successful or you're not.
So you do realize you just repeated everything I said.
Did you say all that?
Yeah, this is why I hate men. They think they have original thoughts.
Well,
They don't.
I feel like you didn't say it.
I
I think
really cannot wait for you to listen to this
I
back
feel like
because I just said that, and then you're like, "Yeah, there's so much room within horror," and then rom-coms, they're all this. Literally just said
well,
that.
I was saying that, but I was describing more detail of what rom-coms do.
No, but you like repeated the whole thing.
'Cause I was actually listening, but, like
And then you thought, "Damn, that's a good idea. Let me repeat it and take it as my own."
wait, Courtney, I just had an original thought, actually. What if
Oh, I cannot wait for you to listen
yeah,
to this.
that's a perfect, like, I hate men moment.
Yeah, like, I hate men. They don't have original thoughts, but they think they do. Like,
Let me just mansplain what you just said to you actually said to me,
no,
actually.
literally, that's what you did. Like, you took exactly what I said, and then you're like,
Made
"No,
it
no, no, but
better,
you
right?
didn't explain it in detail." No, but I did. Like,
I'm dead, that's
people
so
got the
funny.
point. Too much.
That's so funny.
Oh, um Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. Let's see
Now
if you have an original
I'm
thought.
excited to listen back to that because I legit that's crazy.
No, that's why when you first started talking, I, like, almost, like, interrupted you, and then I was like, "Let's see where this goes." Like, let's see
It's
how
like
far
it's just a discussion post that I responded to and just basically paraphrased the exact same thing
yeah.
you said.
It's like in college when you had to have, like, a certain amount of words, and it was like, I used, like, 50 words being like, "Seb, that was such a great response. I loved that you mentioned this, 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 and this, and I also agree with this, 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 and
Yeah, yeah.
this." Like, that's what you did. Okay, next
Let
one.
us know who explained it better.
Definitely me, because 1, it was my idea.
I felt like mine was more clip worthy.
That's probably why you did it. You wanted to clip yourself. So you're like, "Oh, damn, that was a really good thing that she just said. Let me say it so that I can clip myself." And
I know when I was saying it, I was like thinking like, okay, I can try to clip this, but I was not thinking like, oh, let me try to explain this differently or better than Courtney. That's not what I did not think about
Sir!
that. Bro,
Sir!
half the shit I say on the podcast, I'm thinking about clipping.
I
Like
know.
half the time,
But
like
it's like,
anytime I say something and like I restart or I say like, or like it seems like I added like a weird detail or said like, oh, why'd you say their names again? It's because I'm trying to make it so it's a clip.
no, I absolutely know that, but it's like, don't repeat what I'm saying, you
Sorry that I
doofus.
made the better clip.
Okay.
Let's make 2
Anyway,
clips and then post and see which one does better.
I that would be an interesting thing to do. I feel
I
like that
post
would be
mine, and then when I post yours, I go private.
yeah. You
So no one
post
sees it.
no, you post it to, like, only I can see or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Damn, still 0 views, 0 likes." You post yours, and I'm like, "What?" Like,
Like,
what's
I only
happening?
post it to our followers can see it, and your video still gets more views.
Friends only.
Yeah, I'm like, "Shit."
It's just me, like
Yeah. So
okay,
funny. Anyways,
hot take or heartbreak? Albums are dying, singles matter more.
Heartbreak, I very much disagree with that. I don't know, maybe albums are dying, I don't think they are, but singles are great, but albums are, like, the whole thing put together, like, no, we love albums. Like, are you kidding me? Like, obviously, a great single is great, but when you have everything, like, I get so excited when like my favorite artist drops a new album because it's like, oh, I
Mhm,
cannot wait to spend the next hour and a half, hour listening to the entire album.
mhm.
Like, that's like the best.
I feel like this take is, like, honestly kinda stemming from, like, TikTok and social media
Yeah,
because, like, artists have been coming out with albums, but one will, like, blow up on social media, and so I feel like there's like, thinking, "Oh, like, singles are better because
yeah,
just this one song blew up," but I absolutely agree, I think, like, albums are not dying. I really hope they never do die
yeah,
either because once you do have that artist, it's so fun to, like, listen to it all.
yeah,
And, like, I feel like I'm finding albums because of singles too.
yeah.
Like, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Because it's also great. Sorry, my lighting's super weird right now. It's also great when you find a single, even from like a TikTok, and then you go and you listen to that artist's music.
Mhm. Mhm,
I also
mhm.
love when you find a single and then you find the album.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding. I just said that
yeah.
'cause you said
No, I know.
it.
Oh, I know. Okay. Hot take or heartbreak? Podcasts have replaced late night TV.
I think that's a heartbreak. I don't agree with that. I like late night talk show hosts kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so because that's still big. I think podcasts are really big, and I see it more on my like YouTube feed and stuff. But I love listening to a talk show host. Like
Mhm,
basically start every single morning either listening to a talk show host or like some sort of sports thing. Less sports, honestly. It's usually like Jimmy Kimmel giving his
mhm,
like 15-minute monologue, and that's like the perfect amount of time I need to like get ready and get out. So
mhm.
it's like I love talk show hosts.
Yeah.
I
No,
would
I
love to be a
agree.
talk show host as well. That'd be awesome.
You should do it. Be that.
We'll start Wednesday.
Um, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I think this one's a heartbreak. I do not think that they're replacing late night TV. I do think they're replacing, like, music in a sense. Not like I guess not necessarily replacing, but I think more and more people are reaching for podcasts, like, on their run, during their workout, during their drive versus music. I know, like, I do a mix now where before it was definitely just only music.
Mhm.
But I don't think it's, like, I don't think it's replacing it, but I think that's, like, coming into it now too.
Well, podcasts are great for, like, cardio because you can kinda just, like, fully space out
Yeah.
into the space, so
Mhm. Agreed.
but, dude,
Agreed.
I don't watch
Agreed.
podcasts. Like, I will watch some, but, like, I never will I ever just sit there and watch someone talk while I eat my food or just I'm hanging out and I'm watching. I never will do that. If I'm listening to a podcast, I'm always multitasking in some sense.
Hmm. I've watched a few podcasts, but it was, like it's very yeah, it's because of whoever the guest is or whatnot,
Yeah.
like, Keaton watches podcasts, which I think is crazy, like, I'm like,
Yeah, some people do that. I always
"Weird."
think that's weird,
But yeah,
but you
I
guys should keep watching ours.
yeah, keep watching ours. It's funny though, like, when I have been playing ours, like, in the car, like, when I first, like, played them, well, we didn't have video for a little bit, right? Yeah, at first we
Yeah,
didn't upload
yeah,
video, but then we did, but I still wouldn't watch it, I would just listen to it, and then now I'll, like, put it up in my car and still just, like, have it there. I'm, like, not fully watching, but it's, like, fun to, like, look back on, and I
yeah,
feel like, you have to have that option too because I think, like, with things like podcasts, it's super hard to only do audio, like, or on like, get the I guess, the full picture with only
yeah,
audio.
yeah,
Like, I feel like we do a decent job at, like, not like, we're not talking about things that they can't see or whatever, but
yeah.
I
That
don't know.
is one thing that I think we do a good job on.
Yeah, it's not like,
I
"Oh, look
just
at this." That was,
yeah,
like Keaton's mom today did that to me. I was on the phone, she's like, "There's these really cute dogs," and she goes, "This is Jingo," or something was his name, and I was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Oh, um, he looks like a black lab," and I was like, "Okay, I got it." I was
now I
like,
understand.
"Yeah." I was like, "Well, you're introducing me to a dog over the phone? Got it."
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I like to give the people an option whether they wanna listen or just watch. Like, usually sometimes I'll start off watching, but then I'll end up just listening in the end because 'cause I'm like, "I don't need to
Mhm,
watch." But then sometimes I'm listening to something and I'm like, "Oh, I wanna see what they're wearing," or something like that, so I'm curious.
mhm.
But in general, I don't need to watch podcasts, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Okay. Um, oh, this one's just like, um, a little lightning round of, like, just
Joshua
answer.
gang.
Um, who's the better couple? Zendaya and Tom or Taylor and Travis?
Zendaya and Tom, come on now. Come on now.
I agree. I agree with that one. Delete one forever. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Mm.
Um, mm. Yeah, Imma say TikTok just because like, Instagram's kinda nostalgic in a sense too, and I do love Instagram.
I think mine would be delete Instagram.
Yeah, but I'm like because you can still do the same thing on both of them, but you're more likely to blow up on TikTok.
I think this
That's
goes back
tough.
to, like, a topic we've talked about before, and I feel like TikTok is a lot more casual when it comes to posting, where Instagram
Mm,
feels a lot more, like, put together, like, you have the caption, you have this, like, you think more into it, and so I prefer the more casual posting, which is funny because I post more on Instagram than TikTok, but
yeah,
I like the idea of casual.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty, like, calculated in a sense when I post on Instagram and TikTok,
Mm.
I will say.
Bro, I like can't. Something just like made a noise over there again. Okay. Most overrated celebrity. Who is it?
I mean, my mind went to 2 people immediately. I mean, Taylor Swift, I think, is overrated, but I have no hate towards Taylor Swift, honestly. Like, I do like
Mhm.
the era that she's in and whatnot. My mind also went to Beyonce.
Bro, are we on the same wavelength right now? What's happening? Because those were
Um,
my two.
just
Immediate.
because she's very talented. I think she's a really good performer. I don't think she's, like, the best singer, but, like, I do like Beyonce. I just for some reason, she feels a little overrated. Maybe that's just because I hated
Yes.
her country album. I don't know why. Um,
Yes.
and
Same.
I'm trying to think of a
Same.
guy because 'cause I'm a girl hater. No, I'm kidding.
I know. I know.
I'm a woman hater. That's crazy. No, what guy do I think is overrated? I feel like there's dudes out there that I think so. Trying to think of an actor that well, do you have it? Do you have more, like, while I think?
I think Shabuzi's overrated.
Yeah, you just do not like Shabuzi.
No. Mm-mm. Um, I don't
I
really
think,
know who else
honestly, I think
though.
Alex Warren is a bit overrated.
Mm, interesting.
I don't particularly like his music. I think they're catchy, but and I think he's talented, but I think he's a bit overrated.
I disagree. I don't think he is, but oh, you know who's overrated?
Who?
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, yeah, he's
Let's
very
bring him into
overrated.
the podcast.
He
Yeah,
is
I think he's like I was listening to which it's not existent anymore, but I was like I started listening to the podcast BFFs like the other day because I was
oh
driving
my
back.
god, I forgot about that podcast.
Yeah, I was driving back and I just like I really liked their dynamic and I thought they were like fun and I was like, "Oh, it triggered me to listen to them after we were texting like, "Oh, what can we do differently on our podcast?" Like, and so I was like, "Well, the one way to get ideas is by listening to other ones. Like, let's see what we like, what we don't like." And so I was listening to it. But then it triggered this like whole line of thoughts of like, I'm just confused on like what Dave Portnoy has done and is doing and like how he like has all these different things. Like he had like BFFs, like he has all these other like influencer podcast. Like I'm just like, who are you?
He started Barstool, bro.
No, I know that, but it's just like it's just so interesting and I think he is overrated for
It is random that, like, the CEO or whatever, founder of Barstool did a podcast with 2, like, random TikTok influencers. Like, I
yeah.
do remember hearing the story behind it, and I think it was because like, they had him on, like, guest, and it was, like, a good dynamic, but it is kinda weird.
Yeah. And I actually do like him for some stuff. I just think I'm like questioning like how is he like so involved in so many different things.
I actually recently unfollowed him on Instagram because I followed him for a while because I thought their dynamic on BFFs was actually interesting, and I used to listen to it a little bit more because I
Mhm.
thought Josh was cool. I thought the dynamic with Brianna, I do find Brianna a little annoying, but I think she's better now. But I thought their dynamic was interesting, so I followed him, and then now I'm like, I just find this guy kind of annoying, and so I stopped following
Uh,
him.
yeah, he's a little much.
So I have another overrated celebrity, and I feel like this is gonna get me a lot of hate, included possibly by you. I think Harry Styles is overrated.
Mm, yeah,
I
valid.
don't really have any, like, particular reasons besides I just don't like his music that much.
Mm,
To be fair, I have not listened to a lot of it. I just really dislike that Watermelon song, like, Watermelon Sugar, like, same like, I hate that song to the same level I hate, like, 24 Karat Gold by Bruno Mars. Like, I hate that song with a passion as well.
that's such a
And
funny
it's
like
just because they've all been overplayed so much. But
yeah.
I think Harry Styles is overrated. I don't get the hype. I think he's a good-looking dude, but I don't really get the hype just in general for him.
Yeah.
And he's obviously talented, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
see
like
it.
Harry Styles, like, had I don't know if he still does, but I feel like for a little bit there were, like, some similarities to, like, Taylor Swift, just again, like, the overhype and for
Mm,
what? Like, I don't think either of them are bad artists, I think they're both amazing artists, but it was like everyone was just, like, obsessed, and I'm like, "But
yeah,
I'm missing that, I guess." I don't know. That
yeah.
was such a funny poll too because they were talking about on the episode I was listening to, they were talking about Harry Styles, and then they were talking about Benson Boone and, like, how Benson Boone was getting hate for Moonbeam Ice Cream, like, that song, and then one of them was like, "Well, if he's getting hate for that, why isn't Harry getting hate for, Watermelon Sugar?" Like, and I was like, "That's valid, valid." But yeah, no, I feel like that's a reasonable take. I think
Hell yeah.
you probably will get hate for it. Same with the Taylor Swift one, but I feel
Yeah.
like we're on the same page about all of them.
Yeah.
I think, again, they're all good artists. I'm not saying they're bad, but what's the hype about? I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. Um, do we have more or do you wanna move on from something else? Maybe
Um,
one more if you have a good one?
I
1
mean,
or 2 more if you have good ones.
this one could be good, but I don't really have one. So I guess this is kind of hard, but maybe you do. Most underrated celebrity?
I think, um, low key, I think Benny Blanco is underrated.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
He gives me the ick.
I think he's sick, like, he's insanely talented, he's done so many crazy songs that people don't realize. He's also, like, just a very humble person, like, I know he's like a chef, he's, like, really he's, like, a good cook, which is
Ew.
just, like, random, but I think he's a very underrated celebrity, and I think he gets hate because of his looks, um, but I think he's underrated, and I think he's insanely talented, and it goes under the radar.
I don't disagree that he's, like, talented, but I just find him a little gross because of, like, videos and interviews I've seen and just, like I think it's, like, the feet, like, the barefoot thing, like, he is, like,
Does he
barefoot.
walk around barefoot a
No,
lot?
but, like, just in some interviews, like, he's had, like, really dirty I don't know, just, like, stuff where I'm like, "Ew," like, that's just gross. I don't
Interesting.
know. I just see, like, it's, like, grimy.
Well, I think his look, he kinda gives off that,
Yeah,
like, he would be like that in a sense.
yeah. I don't know. I don't
Hmm.
know. I actually did think of one, and this person isn't necessarily underrated, but I think who they're rated next to, they are, and it's Kendall Jenner.
You think she's underrated?
I just think, like, she's, like, starting to, like, get more attention, I feel like, and she's always, like, done really well, like, she's amazing with her modeling career, and she's, like, been crazy successful, but I just think, like, the spotlight has been on the other sisters a lot more.
I 100% agree. I think she is very underrated.
Yeah, like, I just think that I don't know, I just think that she deserves as much of the spotlight, like, she's
Yeah.
just as good as but I think that's also kind of her personality of just, like, not necessarily needing to be, but could be wrong, but I think she's kind of underrated
She's
compared to,
very
again, what she's next to.
yeah. I feel like Kendall Jenner is very, like, quiet luxury. Like,
Mhm.
that's what she gives off, whereas, like, Kim and Kylie, I feel like are a lot more loud with it. Subtle in some ways, but I feel like Kendall comes across as, like, quiet luxury,
Mhm.
and, I mean, I think she's the best Jenner
Gender.
be
I think
Kendall
women
Jenner
are
is
the
the
best
best
gender.
gender. She's the best Jenner Kardashian person in my opinion, and part of that is because I think she has insanely good taste,
She does.
and her car collection is so elite. Sorry, I just wanna see her car collection,
It is, it
and
really is.
I would be open to Kendall, I'm open to you, so just so you know.
Well,
If
actually,
you
like,
want to
yeah,
leave Jacob
maybe
Elordi,
maybe
I
we should do
am
that,
also
like,
here.
Jacob Elordi, go to me, Kendall Jenner, go to Seb, like,
But I'm also single and Courtney is not,
and
so
I'm not. So it's more just like Jacob Elordi say, "Hey,"
hall
like,
pass.
uh, that's so funny. Yeah, or I don't know. Yeah,
Just find some way to, like, have him be a part of your life.
and, like, yeah, he could be my friend.
Keaton, how
Is that a
open-minded
red
are you?
flag? Is that a red flag? He could be my
Be
friend?
my friend.
That is.
Keaton might not like that friend.
No. And see, that is where I think it can be inappropriate, is if you're
Yeah.
trying to be friends with someone that you are attracted to like that.
Yeah, that stops your heart. Yeah.
There's I can't stop thinking about.
Anyways, maybe let's do last one and then let's move on.
I don't have another one.
Alright. That is the last one, and now we'll move
That
on.
was last.
Um, so, I mean, this
Our
is
notes
some
are so all over the place.
I know, I'm like, there's no, like, rhyme or reason to any of this stuff, but, we were talking about music a little bit, and so I was
Mhm.
gonna bring this up because, obviously, I have been on a massive Ella Langley kick for the
No.
past freaking 3 months or something, and every time I hear this song, "Tuesday, Texas," I'm like, "Freaking
He's
bop,
from
bro."
Texas, I can tell.
Oh my god, wait, there's actually a
What
song okay,
happened?
sorry, this is
And I
slightly off
don't
topic, but there's a
know.
song that I'm obsessed with, and there's, like, a trend that I'm obsessed with right now, and I'm so curious if you've seen this trend. I feel like you probably have, but did I save the video? No, I
Wait, the
didn't. Okay.
trend that I'm obsessed with right now is the one where it's like me when they interview me for whatever
Oh,
Netflix
yeah, that's so
documentary,
funny, and they're like,
and
they
they
go
just
sit
come in and
down
sit down, and I've
when the
been
group
wanting
chat
to
gets
make that.
leaked.
I feel like I wanna make that, like like me when they finally make a Netflix documentary about our podcast not having HR.
Or,
I,
like,
like,
something
come and sit down. I'm
about
like,
you always being late or something.
funny, funny. Okay.
Man, if we were in person, that would all work. Okay, let
Hey.
me make sure I have the right song here.
She's from Texas, I
Texas,
can tell.
okay. You know the song?
Yeah.
Now, have you seen the trend where it's like a bob? It's like this
Yes,
hair.
the bob. Get a bob. Yes. Yes.
I'm
It's
obsessed
like,
with it, and then
stop,
also there's this other
stop.
video. So this is this girl that's doing it, and there's this
Yeah.
guy that does it.
You would be obsessed with that.
It's really freaking funny, and, like,
It's
I love this dude, like, his one of the top comments is like, "I swear his beard just disappears."
that's so funny.
But I've been obsessed with that song, and I actually found it I, like, looked it up on Spotify. It's actually a freaking banger, like, it's not
I was
just,
gonna
like
say that song's good.
and it's like sometimes you'll see a song on TikTok where it's like one section of the song has been clipped and it's really good, but then the rest of the song is like
His
eh.
ass.
But like this song, like legit, is pretty good. So now I want to. That's another example. Like I want to check out his music, but I'm obsessed with this trend. I think it's so. I just the music is just so fire, and then like
Mhm.
the Bob is so funny. And so I actually watched the movie recently where Zoe Dutch has like the Bob or whatever. I've never even heard that until this. And I think my review was like, "Oh, but she got that bob," or something like that.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I'm obsessed with this trailer,
The trend.
this trend, and it's so that dude that does it, I'm like, "Wait, this is actually so funny." Like he's fucking killing it.
That is funny.
But what I was gonna say, now going back to this other thing, and Ella Langley, is I saw a photo of Ella Langley and Morgan Wallen together, not like dating, but looking like they're making music.
What?
So I am like praying that they come
Yep,
out with a song or like
yep,
if they came out with like an album and like
yep,
they're featured on each other's album, like
yep.
I don't know who's more likely to come out with an album. I feel like maybe Ella would be more like I don't know. Maybe I feel like they both release albums close to each other. But
Yeah.
either way, make it happen.
Yep.
Frickin' where's my credit card?
Yep. Tap, 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 tap.
Take.
Tap, tap, tap. Take all of our money now.
I want that. Like, oh my god, dude, if you could just like combine, because her last album was Dandelion, right?
Yeah.
If you combine Dandelion with Morgan Wallen's last album, which was like 50 songs and like 40 of them were absolute bangers, like that would be so fire, bro. So
We're
I'm
we're
so
gonna
here
need
for that. I'm gonna
we're
need
gonna
that.
need that.
I'm gonna need that before the summer ends as well. So thank you.
Yeah, so, mm, get to making music now.
Yeah, because I'm trying to bop to that song. Get that
Oh,
bop. Hey.
that's so funny. That's
And then the second thing I was gonna say was I saw a video of Big X the Plug performing performing one of the Ella Langley songs that he's on,
Mhm.
or that she's on, and I forgot what the song it was. I forgot what it's called, but
I love that song. I know what you're talking
it's
about.
no, it's really good, and like I love the beat and
Hell at Night.
everything.
Hell at
Yeah,
Hell at Night, yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I can see how he is not the best performer.
Yeah, because this is all he does. I'm the biggest, the largest,
Yeah.
and that's it. The biggest, the largest. Done.
And he's fire, but then he was like singing to it, then he's like trying to get the crowd to sing, and they were like
Yeah,
kind of weren't into it, and I was kind of like, nah,
that's what
this
I was
is
telling you from
yeah,
Stagecoach. Cause
yeah,
like,
exactly,
I went and, like, that one was crazy because I got to go on, like, onto the stage and be, like, right there, which was
yeah,
so fun, but it was just, like, not a good performance because
yeah,
he does do that. I feel like a lot of, artists like him, like, I guess, like, rappers and stuff that have a lot of, like, collabs do that,
yeah.
like, they tend to just, like, sing a little bit and then try to get the crowd. It's like, no, like, that's not very fun.
But it's tough because like you don't necessarily like I don't necessarily want to listen to him singing like I'm choosing Texas, I can tell, because then it's just
When he
like okay,
couldn't.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like I don't need you to try.
No. Yeah, but not very good. I also agree with that. Um,
Did you have a thought of the day or anything? Oh, actually, wait. I
oh,
mean,
I
there's
have a
some other.
lot.
There's just like some other like random little tidbits in here that I want to mention. So one, Jennifer Aniston has a boyfriend.
Mm,
Uh, I think she's kind of been known for a while to not have someone
yeah, yeah.
and like not have kids, I don't think. And so like there's all
Mm-mm.
this stuff, but now she's dating a dude. She seems happy. Seems like the
Mm,
world's happy, so
cool. We love it.
that's great.
Love that.
I don't know if I can clip that, but anyways, it was just something that I saw and I was like, oh, kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
it is. I
Um,
agree.
this is funny actually. So there was a video or a picture of Ice Spice and Tobey Maguire where everyone's like, "Oh my god, they were kissing," which is a crazy like matchup,
Mm,
it was like people were going crazy, and then the next day it came out that they were just like sharing a vape,
okay.
and
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that the world would just immediately go to
Well, it's
this
like
reaction.
everyone just loves to like jump to different conclusions, and it's like
Yeah,
that's not what happened. But
yeah,
okay.
it's so funny.
No, that is funny. Funny, 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 funny.
I don't know if you saw this, but the Bachelorette lady Taylor or whatever,
Mhm,
she's going to
mhm.
rehab.
Yeah, actually, I've been seeing clips and, um, I feel like this was one that, like, I've been hesitant to bring back up just because of the heat.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to talk too much about it.
No, but what I'm saying is I think I'm just a little frustrated because I'm seeing more and more clips come out, and people now are back on, like, Team Taylor, and they're back on, like, "Oh, like, she was in an abusive relationship," like, like, not excusing her behavior, but, like, starting to see the other side too.
Because didn't he get arrested recently for something?
He's been arrested before, like, he's been in trouble before, like, both of them have been in trouble, like, they are
Yeah,
not good people with each other, they should not ever be with each other, but they
yeah,
both need to get help, and I feel like it is so good that she's, like, going to get help. He
yeah.
is not, and, like, he's just gonna continue to go down this path, but my whole point, though, is, like, I just wanted both of them to be, like, held accountable, and I'm glad to see that people are starting to hold him accountable as
Yeah.
well. and I'm glad that she is getting help because her kids need that, she needs that, and it'll be interesting, like, if because I've been seeing more and more too of, like, her season maybe coming out still, so
Mhm.
maybe it will now? I don't know. We'll see.
Did we ever talk about Doug?
Not really. I mean, I don't
Do we
think
wanna
so.
mention that?
I feel like we should, like, hold on to it still.
Okay, there's Keaton. Well, he just opened the door and then shut it, but I think that was Keaton.
I like how
Um,
I didn't even look, and I've been scared this whole time. I didn't even,
yeah.
like I was focused on my eyes. The door
It's
opens
like,
and closes.
1 second.
Like, "Oh, let me check
Just
this."
let me get one last sip before you take me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't have too much else to say about that. I won't go into anything about Doug, but,
Yeah.
just know that we have a connection.
We have a connection.
But, kind of. But, yeah, anyways,
Yeah.
you had some other random oh, well, you know what I found out, actually? I keep
Uh,
saying, like, you have this thing that I just go on and say something.
uh,
Um, you know Jason Sudeikis?
tell
He
me
doesn't what?
tell me, I feel like I don't know, but I might know. I'm bad with names.
He's a Ted Lasso guy.
'Kay.
Do you know who that is?
I think so.
Oh my god, you're just worthless. Okay.
Do you guys see what I'm dealing with here?
That Netflix documentary about to be crazy.
Probably
This
yeah,
guy.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I just found this out because I was listening to Benny Blanco and Dave's 'Kay, actually, wait, before I say this, let me find out the names before I just go on because I don't wanna get this wrong. Um,
Mhm, mhm.
get the better okay, so keep friends keep secrets. Okay, so I was listening to Friends Keep Secrets, which is Benny Blanco and Dave Lil Dicky's podcast, and they had
Yeah,
Jason Sudeikis on, and I just found this out, but Jason Sudeikis doesn't have a sense of smell.
sorry. Um, like, because he got sick or something, or
No, I just think he, like, cannot smell things. And so then which is insane, so that he doesn't, like he can't smell, like, onions or, like, people with bad breath, he can't smell, like, if you fart or something like that, he cannot smell any of that.
So, that actually is interesting. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were like, "I would rather, like" it was an extreme, but they were like, "I
Yeah,
would not
yeah,
wanna be alive if they
yeah,
couldn't smell." Or maybe it was taste. No, I think it was smell. I don't know, it was some sort of sense, though, but I guess if you've never had it, you wouldn't know what it's like without it.
yeah.
That's very interesting, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I never knew that, and I just saw it, and I was like, "Oh, well,
Hmm.
he must be okay in New York," because, like, there are times I wish I wasn't able to smell living in New York.
Yeah, I wouldn't wanna yeah, I would not wanna smell there.
But, yeah, that's
No
just another
smell.
interesting thing. Yeah. Uh Well, you had do we I'm thinking maybe we get into this movie stuff, and then then we can talk about, like, our thought of the day and stuff,
Yeah.
if
Wait,
you're down.
okay, yeah. I feel like that's a thought of the day because 'cause I'm like, "That's really funny." Uh,
What is
okay, yeah. Well, one of the thoughts of the day. I didn't write it, you wrote it.
Oh, yeah, what I wrote, yeah, yeah. Um, what?
I still don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I still have no idea.
Yeah, okay.
You you see Keaton behind you, okay. So make sure that you are aware that
I
he's there.
did, I did.
Um, so, of course, I saw a couple movies this week. Um, I saw Moana, the live action movie.
Yeah, which I was confused about that. I'm like, how does that work?
What do you mean, how does that work?
I guess how do these, like, movies work as live action? You can tell how much I watch movies because I know it's not the first one like that to do that, but
Yeah, they basically just take an animated movie and then make it like real people and with a shit ton of CGI.
gotcha.
And this movie had a $250 million budget, and they're like not even about to make like 40 million currently.
Oh, no.
So I think they only made 4 million like the first weekend.
Wait. Was The Rock the guy that
Mhm.
he really was?
Yeah. So because
Oh,
he
okay.
plays the character in the animated
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
and then now he does the real life version, and, I was kind of excited for this because I do like the original Moana, but this was my movie review. Actually, I don't this was what I thought because honestly what?
One sec. Where are the cats? Oh, the door's open.
Thank you.
I don't want him to let the cats out.
Who let the cats out? Keaton. Keaton.
So he just banged that TV on the door. Okay, go ahead.
So I was watching Moana, and you wanna know what the funniest part of this movie was? Was when
Well,
there
no, but you're gonna tell me anyway.
was when there was a fly on, like, the projector screen, so you could see the shadow on the 70 millimeter screen, and people kinda slowly started noticing, and then people started pointing and kinda taking videos, and then a lot of people started laughing, and I was like, "That was the funniest part of this movie." Like,
Uh-oh.
that was, like, the best part of this movie, was
That's not
seeing this
good.
fly, and I was kinda like, "Ooh, that's rough."
Yeah.
Um, but honestly, like, the visuals of this movie were really good, the music's obviously good because it's basically the same plus, like, a few other songs from the
Mhm.
original, but overall, it just did not hit. Um, and
Dang.
I love live action movies, like, I am so here for them just because 'cause I'm, like, selfishly, I'm so curious as to, like, what else they're gonna make,
Mhm.
but this just wasn't great. It just wasn't done that great.
I feel like
Uh
I hear that a lot about live action movies, though. It's like it just wasn't the same,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Part of me thinks that they should just leave it. Kinda like sequels and stuff. I'm like,
Mhm.
we already have one that's good. Why are we trying to make another? But
I mean,
trying to make more money.
there's only, like, a few, like, live action movies that I thought like, the animated to live action, let me look. God damn it. Um, okay, let me write Disney. Okay, well, from the top of my head, I think there's only a few that I think are, like, actually well done. I think Beauty and the Beast is a very good live action movie. I think How to Train Your Dragon was a good live action movie,
Mm,
and honestly, I think those are the only 2 movies that I can really think of right now that, like, they're animated to live action
was good.
transition was solid. Like, Moana wasn't good. I heard Snow White wasn't good. Um, the,
Didn't, Ariel get a lot of backlash?
yeah, that movie, forgot the movie name. Um, Under
Ariel?
this no, it's not called Ariel, it's like Mermaid Under the Sea or something.
The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, my god, that's crazy that we forgot. Like, I think there's, like, a Lady and the Tramp version, there's, like, Avatar, like, there's just a lot that are do not do well, and I think I'm maybe missing one. Lion King, I didn't hate, but I know a lot of people did not like. The second Lion King was not good. But, yeah, Moana, again, another kind of failed one, and I'm always like, "Yes, I'm here for it," and then it comes out, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm not here for it." So I'm like, "Shit,
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't have done it." Um And then the other movie I saw was Minions and Monsters. I went and saw that yesterday. Um,
That's funny.
this movie, honestly, I went to see it because a lot of people were saying how funny it was. I genuinely just did not enjoy this movie.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be, like, really funny. The concept of it was interesting. It was, like, callbacks to, like, some history in cinema, which was really cool, but I just wasn't really laughing, and I was kinda just
Mm,
sitting there, and I was like, I'm just, like, not that entertained.
interesting.
And it was weird because then, like, honestly, this whole weekend, there was only like one movie that like I genuinely liked, and then I went and saw this other movie called Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass, which is
Mhm.
Zoe Dutch, where she basically she goes to LA and her whole goal is to have sex with um Adam. Oh my god, what is his name? It's just crazy that I'm forgetting his name. John Hamm, Adam. I don't know where that came from. Her whole goal is to have sex with John Hamm,
Mhm.
and like people in the theater were laughing a lot. I did not laugh that much. It had moments, but like I genuinely just didn't find this movie that funny,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but it just did not hit. And it had like a lot of big actors in it, which is why I went and saw it. I thought it was gonna
Mhm.
be really good, and I just did not like it that much.
Interesting.
Um, but my favorite movie that I watched this week was actually from the person that we're gonna be interviewing on Wednesday.
Oh. Oh, our first big guess.
So we're gonna be interviewing a writer producer from Iowa who named Kevin Shepard, who is I mean he writes and makes movies basically. And he made this movie called or he was part of the making of this movie called 5683, which is I'll read the description of this movie. So it's basically a rom-com movie, but it's when a successful ad agent and perpetual bachelorette obtains the name of her true love from a magical billboard, she is forced to deal with her friend's obsessions to find her Mr. Right. Um, and I realize, oh, Tom just put on Letterboxd that he wants to watch it, so he has it like queued up to watch. So that's
Oh,
sick.
I love that. Let's go,
Because
Tom.
I was telling him about the movie. Um,
Yeah.
and so my review of this movie was really enjoyed the chemistry between Adrian and Vanessa. I love when a movie ends leading you in a direction but not giving you the answer fully. So still leaves you with questions. And this was done just like that. You can predict what's going to happen next, but it's not played out for you. It keeps the audience talking after watching. And I feel
Oh.
like you and I talked about that kind of recently when like for example that TV show All Her Fault,
Mm.
like the only thing we really talk about is how good it was and how good that moment was, but we're not really talking about anything after the like, "Oh, what's happening next?"
Mhm.
Because we know what happened. It didn't leave you questioning anything. And so I felt like 5683 did a really good job of one, I felt like you can really see the chemistry between Adrian and Vanessa's characters,
Mhm.
like from the jump. And then like you can kind of tell like they're probably meant for each other, and then,
Mhm.
like, there's a moment at the end of the movie where it's like, "Oh, yeah, well, my name's Rusty." I think it was Rusty, and it's
Mhm.
like, kinda clicks, and you're like, "Oh, shit," but then it leaves it open-ended. It's not, like, immediately like, "Oh, yes," you see them hanging out and going on
Mhm.
dates. It leaves it open-ended, so it's like, you know that there's something there, there's chemistry, but it doesn't answer that question,
Mhm.
and so it kinda gives your audience the thought in your head of like, "Oh, what's gonna happen next?"
Yeah. Which I'm curious too, did you predict that? Did you predict that his name was gonna be Rusty?
I had no idea, like, that was because that was actually out that was, like, a twist that happened that I had no clue was gonna happen.
I
And it was
thought it
subtle.
really early on
I feel like you
instead of
catch on to, like, the rom-com twists and stuff where I
I feel
don't.
like I do, and I feel like that's why for so long, like, I was, like, annoyed with them because I would, like, guess the outcome way before it happened every
Yeah.
time. Like, I
Yeah.
knew exactly what was gonna happen. And this one, I still did, but there were a lot of twists that I didn't predict, and so it did, like, make me enjoy the movie as well because it was,
Yeah.
like, just there were just different outcomes. Like, there were little clues like, "Oh, who is this person gonna end up with? Oh, this person got a name that clearly they don't wanna share. Who does that mean?" Like, little things like that where it was like, "Okay, I don't know where this is gonna go," and so I thought it was fun, like, watching that all, like, pan out.
Yeah.
And then I do like that we got somewhat of an answer at the end, but like you're saying, like, not the full answer. Like, we still don't
Yeah.
know, like, everything, but I think, like, that's kind of a good way to end it. Like, you don't wanna know the full outcome.
Well, it's cool because from the beginning, you know that you can tell that there's chemistry between them, and,
Yes.
like, you can tell that in some sense, like, he probably is into her in some sense, and she's into him in some way, but she's not, like, fully, like, aware of it. And
Mhm.
then she gets his name, it's not Adrian, and so
Mhm.
she's, like, going on these dates, um, and but also, like, you kinda knew it was gonna be him in a way because, like, she wasn't in sh there wasn't, like, another male character that was, like, as strong as his character that was, like, there more. Like, if there was, like, 2 guys competing, but it was, like, all these bad dates that she was going on.
Mhm.
But then when, like, the lady says, "Oh, sometimes it's, like, right in front of you," or there's, like, something like that, I can't remember
Mhm.
exactly. And then it clicks in her head, and then it's like, "Oh, yeah, well, my like, Adrian's just a stage name," I think that's what he said. But that's when I was like, "Oh, shit." But it's cool because you can see the chemistry in the beginning, and, like, I was kinda like, "Okay, well, I feel like they're gonna end up together in this."
Mhm.
I don't know how because I wasn't really sure what his situation was. Because one of the characters had mentioned, "Oh, like, never do that to your wife," and I was like, "Is he married?"
Mm.
I think she was kinda just saying, like, "Oh, when you have a wife, don't ever do that."
Mm.
Um, I will say I thought his humor was funny when, like, there was, like, a serious moment and he would just say something and you're like, "Bro, literally, like, the worst timing you could be saying something right now."
Yeah, there was, like, the hotel
The
scene,
hotel scene, I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up."
I was like, "Okay, like, you actually just made me mad. Like,
Yeah.
you're irritating me." Um, it was yeah, it was interesting. I thought it was interesting, though, because I feel like as the movie progressed, it seemed like the main 2 characters, like, had a deeper relationship than what it felt like at the very beginning. Like, at the very
Yeah.
beginning, it felt like he was just a neighbor and, like, she, like, thought he was cute, but they, like, didn't talk.
Yeah, 100%.
And then, like, all of a sudden, he was, like, driving her and her friends around. Like, obviously, there was stuff that happened between, but it was just interesting how that relationship, like, progressed. Um, and
Yeah.
there was, like, a deeper relationship there. I don't know, I think, um, it was a funny movie. I thought it was very raunchy. It was raunchier than I
Very
expected.
raunchy, that much raunchier than I expected, like, they were saying some things and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, no, sometimes I was like, "Whoa, okay, okay, we're going there." And I feel like a lot of rom-coms have, like, some raunchy moments here and there, but they're not the whole movie
Mhm.
necessarily, whereas I feel like this one was, like, throughout the entire movie, there was, like, comments or messages, like, within it all, which it made it funny, so
Yeah. Well, because
I
I
wasn't
feel like
yeah.
I don't know of a lot of, like, raunchy rom-coms, honestly. Like, I mean, like,
No, but it's like with,
Bridesmaids
like, a
is not.
comment or like
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just trying to think because like, Bridesmaids is raunchy, but it's not, like, a rom-com. It's just a fucking funny movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times rom-coms try to romanticize things and, like, they'll make jokes about certain things, but they're not, like, going as raunchy and, like, talking about sex and talking about, like, even more, um, raunchy situations. I can't even remember exactly everything that they had said, but, like, getting very specific when there was, like, the girls talking.
Mhm.
And that's something I don't think you see as often just because I feel like,
Mhm.
honestly, filmmakers are kinda scared to, like, make those movies because that's, like, kinda early 2000s thing that you see, like, in,
Yeah.
like, Step Brothers and Superbad, like, it's more, like, on that level, and I like that they kinda went that aspect because it does make it more real because like, that is, like, conversations you would have.
Mhm.
It's
I
not,
feel
like,
like
as
it,
surface
like
level as some romance movies.
yeah. I feel like it was, like, almost coming like, this is, like, actually something that I'd be interested to ask more about, the writer's, um,
Kevin.
his, like, background
Mm.
because, uh, it kind of feels like it was from maybe more of, like, a comedic background, if that makes sense? Like, it feels like a rom-com, like, a comedian would write.
Oh, interesting, okay. Well, exactly, it's not like a true rom-com where because it, like, I think I literally said this earlier, like, it doesn't follow the standard,
Yeah.
like.
Like, it doesn't romanticize everything, and then there's, like,
Yeah,
hidden raunchy jokes, there's outwardly raunchy jokes, and I
yeah.
feel like a lot of comedics are raunchy,
Mhm.
and, like, that's what makes it funny because they say stuff that not everyone will say.
Yeah.
And, well, one of the main characters, he was a comedian. So maybe now I'm curious, like, does Kevin have that background? I don't know.
He was very comfortable on that stage too. I was like, "Oh, this is actually kinda sick."
Well,
Um,
he was acting, Seb.
yeah, I know, but, like, you're an actor, like, I feel like it's still hard to, like, come out and, like, present yourself as, like, a comedian, so I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, wow." He actually, like, kinda commanded that stage.
That is one thing too, I feel like, um, this was, like, my first, like, I'd say probably, like, smaller film. I don't know the right terminology for all of it, but, like,
It's a feature film, it's just not like, it's like a smaller budget film.
yeah, so this is, like, one of the first ones that, like, I've seen, and, like, there were some actors and actresses that, like, were on there that I was like, "Oh, they seem like, not as well versed or a little bit more nervous," like, but I will say, like, the main characters, I feel like did a really good job of, like, especially the guy, he was so, like, confident,
Yeah, he was very good.
which was good. Yeah.
Well, it's so funny because I thought there were 2 scenes that, like, killed me. The first was when like, like, when they kept knocking on the window and then, like, that teacher kept showing up,
Mm. Mhm.
and it's just like she's like, "No knocking," and then, like, they would knock, and then she's, like, right there again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"How is she just there every single time?" And then, like, at the end, it, like, pans to her, and she's sitting there, and she's like, "Shh." I thought that was really funny, and, like, I wrote I
Uh,
was I wrote notes as I was watching, um, but I was like, "Dang, they should these guys, I don't know if they've done it." Dojalo Films, I think that's the film company that he's a part of, that he started, but and I wanna make sure I wanna talk to him and make sure I get the pronunciation correct, but that I'm curious if they're ever doing horror because, like, in that
mm,
moment,
it was good. That was good.
the lighting was really good, and she's kinda
Mhm.
set there, and I was like and she herself could be in a horror movie just because like, her demeanor and everything was kinda creepy, and
Mhm.
I was like, "Man, I feel like they could do some horror type of thing
Mhm.
with that because like, because of the lighting and everything, and then, obviously, the comedy there was really funny, but then the other scene was when she was going on I think it was her 2nd date with the guy who, like he kept drinking, but then they focused the camera on his mouth, and he kept licking his lips, and, like, that scene straight up, like, had me dead because I was like I think one of my notes was, like, "How do you even think about like, adding that to a character, and how do you
Uh-huh.
think about shooting it in that way? Like, I feel like I would've done it where I'm, like, shooting the person's face and, like, they're doing these ridiculous things, but, my mind wouldn't have been like, "Oh, yeah, just lick your lips a obnoxious amount that makes you come off as douchey, and then, like, just say the most crazy things while you're doing it."
Right?
And I was just like it was so funny because I was just like, "How the fuck do you even think of that?"
Well, I feel like too within, like, movies and TV shows and all that stuff, like, when these writers are creating it all, like, we talked about this on a previous episode of how, like, I didn't realize that, like, when these characters are getting their their, lines and everything, they're also getting, like, an entire background of their characters so they
Oh,
can, like,
yeah, dude.
fully get into it, and it's, like, stuff like you're saying, like, how would he think, like, to, like, zoom in on that? But, like, that was a part of that character, and so you, like, write so much more into it, like, there's so much more detail that we don't see or know about, and I think that's, like, the really interesting part of, like,
Yeah.
there's so much more development within the characters that we just don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
But ye
interesting.
but yeah, um, pleasantly surprised. I'm very happy I watched this, and I'm very curious to see, like, because it seems like they have some other developments coming out, and, obviously, we're gonna get to talk to Kevin on Wednesday, so that should be fun, and kinda
Yeah.
get to know more about him and his situation and the filmmaking and the background and everything, but
Yeah,
if you
maybe he'll
haven't I
he'll
mean
get us in on the scoop on what's next, what to expect.
I also like, I do like the 5683, like, the concept, 'cause it spells out love, and so,
No,
like, that is clever.
literally, like, until they said that in the movie, I was just like, 5683, like,
I
what?
know, I was like, "Is this a street?" Like, what I
I
was
was just
so
like, "This is just, like, a
confused.
weird name," like, I was like, "What the heck?" And then it, like,
Yeah.
made sense, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And then did you catch on too in the hotel scene when they were, like, fighting, and one of them said, like, 5683 or whatever, and then she said, like, the numbers, and it was like, "I'm gonna hit you," or something like
Yeah,
that
oh,
is
I
what
think
it,
that
like, stood for.
Oh, my notebook's in my bag.
Or no, I didn't
I
hit,
wrote
like, "I'm gonna hit you," like, was, like, slap or something.
yeah, she spelled out slap or something. Yeah, I thought that was really clever.
I thought it was really funny. I was like,
I was
"Yes,
like,
that's so funny."
"That girl's been holding that shit in."
No, well, and then in my head, I was like, "Damn, I coulda never came up with that fast. That was really good." Like,
How do you remember that?
"How'd you
It's like,
know?"
click that button oh, I mean, I was just imagining, like, 'cause on those digits, you have to, like, click it twice to get to
Yeah.
the letter. I will say, though, the girl's reaction in the hotel, she did not give her friend as hard of a time as she should have.
No, and then they're, like, friends again, like, the
I
next I was like,
I was like, "That
"Okay."
chick, like, I would drop that bitch immediately."
Oh my god, like, just the whole scene, I was like, "This
Yeah.
is not."
I
Yeah.
understand because, like, at least with the wedding, like, you gotta put it behind you, but I was like, in that moment, like, I'm getting mad like, you get mad at your husband, but
Mm,
you get pissed at the girl as well, like, that girl
yeah.
also getting these hands.
Yeah. That was, like, a very interesting twist too. I thought that was, um I don't know. I, like, part of me, like, started to expect it or not
Mhm.
expect it, but, like, see that happening, but then also it caught me off guard a little bit too. But
Yeah, yeah,
overall, I enjoyed the twists within the movie and just the different kind of storylines to follow. It wasn't just one, so that made
yeah,
it more interesting too. But yeah, I'm really excited to, like, hear more about, like, Kevin's thought process
yeah.
and his ideas behind it, and yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe he'll tell us what's coming next. I don't
I'm curious how
know.
long it took him to write all this too, because like, movies take a
Same,
while, so,
same.
but
Yeah.
yeah, guys, go check out 5683, it's on YouTube, I think it's on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and Fandango. I might be missing another one, I'm not sure, but I mean, we'll talk to Kevin in a few days, and that hopefully that episode will come out. Technically, that'll be next week's episode, so I might hold on to that for a week here, but, yeah, that would I'm excited. I'm, like, kinda nervous, I'm more excited though, but
Yeah, I feel like I'm glad that you're, like, not as nervous because only one of us can be, and I'm taking that up, so
I, like, right before we call, I'm like, "Yeah, Courtney, I'm sick, I can't show up today."
I'd be like, "Well, looks like we're canceling because 'cause I'm not going alone."
Oh, it's so funny. Um, but otherwise, I don't have any other movie stuff. It's actually funny because talking about the background, so I'm actually working on a scene right now with my coach, and, like, I mean, you have to, like, break down everything. Like,
Mhm,
I was telling her our last scene that we had worked on was a comedy scene, and I was like in the beginning, I was like, "Ah, you know, it's a comedy, it's probably not that deep," and we would spend so much time in the backstory of everything, and, like, I was, like,
mhm,
journaling as the character, and, like, truly just trying to get into the headspace, and it's kinda crazy how even something where you have, like, 3 lines, you can come up with, like, a whole storyline behind the character
mhm,
because, like, all that is important to, like, where you're not like, where headspace is at for it, so,
for sure.
very interesting.
I
Um,
think that's also fascinating.
yes, but moving actually, I started, a new TV show, and I keep doing that.
Yeah, literally, like, I feel like you've said that, like, 10 times now.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
moving o oh, wait.
Because our notes
Oh!
are so scattered, and so
They are
I, like
really scattered.
I'm, like, trying to keep things, like, in categories here. Um, so I started a new TV show. You know I'm not a big TV show person, but, like, Saturday, bro, I did nothing but watch TV and movies.
Ah!
Um, and I started this new TV show. It's Little House on the Prairie on Netflix.
That's not a new TV show.
No, but it's a new version.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I loved the old Little House on the Prairie TV shows, and I watched
Mhm,
all of them, and, like, my s Ava and I watched them. I think we had the DVDs and everything, and it was like, I loved the show. Super nostalgic. So they came out with this new show. So far, it's not bad, but it's so weird because I just imagine the original cast, especially Laura, the main, uh, daughter, like,
mhm,
her character was so, like and the mom, like, their characters were so strong and, like, opinionated, and they just had this look about them that really
mhm,
stood out, and it's not hitting as well this round, especially the mom, and so, like, I'm having trouble with it a little bit, but so far it's decent, but
mm.
I'm like I just love this type of vibe of a show.
Okay. I mean, I just think it's impressive that you're watching a TV show, so
I'm watching multiple, and I'm on
let's
Apple TV now, and my
go.
mom's trying to get me to watch Widow's Bay, so there's some other shows I'm trying to go watch.
Let's go.
Um,
I have another TV show that I just watched that I think you might actually find interesting.
okay.
I have never watched a TV show that ha is made in this way, if that makes sense. So, the TV show, it's not new. I
I
mean,
feel
it's
like I
on
know I feel like I know the name.
wait, tell me.
Is it Adolescence?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Mm,
Okay. I was like, "Damn, that
no.
would've been crazy if I got it though."
That would've been like, "No way. Same wavelength. This is crazy." No, it's not new. I mean, it's new to me, but I think it came out, like let me look actually when it came out. Oh, it came out in 2023.
Okay, okay.
So it's not like it's still kinda newer, I guess.
Yeah.
It's called, though, Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's basically, like it's not based off of a real story or, like, a real band, but it, like,
Mhm.
was heavily inspired by the rock band, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
And so, like, I always found, like, those, like, documentaries of, like, band like, I watched, like, the Motley Crue, like, documentary, like,
Mhm.
stuff like that, like, I think those are super interesting and entertaining because their lifestyle is just, like, so crazy and, like, just something I cannot even imagine,
Yeah.
and so this show is basically, like it's following this band, which is called Daisy Joan and the Six, and basically how, like, they became this band and they, like, took over, like, the music industry, and it's panning back and forth from, like, when they were blowing up to then now current time, and it's, like, almost like a documentary of them, like, talking about how it was when they were
That's kinda cool.
performing. It's super interesting, and it's like a 19 I think 7 like, I think it's like a '70s band or something,
Mhm.
um and yeah, it, like, all started with, like, these 2 brothers or 3 brothers that they were in a band, they wanted to be famous, they slowly, like, grew, and then Daisy Jones was, like, an individual artist, and they all combined and everyone loved them, and yeah, they just, like, took over the world. Um,
Okay.
anyways, I've never seen a show, like, in that kind of format, and so I thought it was really cool because it was, like, fictional, but it also felt like a documentary.
Mockumentary is what it's called.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was, like, a thing,
It's like to be
but
filmed like a documentary, like it's real, but it's not.
yeah, and so that's, like, what it was, and it was
Mhm.
a super cool story, and Lexi, actually, she put me onto it. She was, like,
Oh, shit. Okay.
freaking out because she was like, "You didn't know about this?" I was like, "No, what is it?" And I
This
just need
real
to know
band?
well, so that's the thing, is it wasn't a real band, but then they made this show, and then they were gonna go on tour. Like,
Oh, that's so sick.
they legit were gonna go on tour, and then they didn't for I can't remember why, and then, like, Lexi was telling me too, like, how they actually, like, came out with music. Like, the stuff that they, like, had on the show, like, they did create.
I love when that happens, honestly.
And, like, she was telling me something else too, like, how the actors and actresses, like, they had, like, a week or so to, like, learn the instrument that they were gonna play in the band and,
That's
like,
insane.
learn all of these different things, and, like, I don't know how if that's, like, fully true, I didn't actually look it up, this is just what she told me, but still, like, my mind was
Factual.
blown because it was really good. It was a cool show.
What's it on?
Um, Prime.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, I just finished that, and it was really good, and then I was gonna, like, try and find a new show, but I am back to watching Off Campus for the second time because, like I said, it's had me in a chokehold. I've waited long enough to watch it again, AKA a couple weeks, and here I am.
Do you have Apple TV?
I think so.
You should watch My Friends and Neighbors with John Hamm. I think you'd
Okay.
really like it. It's basically about this rich dude who works in finance in New York,
Uh-huh.
and he starts robbing his neighbors.
Wait. Literally send that to me right now. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's very good, and John Hamm's great, obviously. They have a second season. I haven't watched the second season yet, but
I love
um,
that.
it's a very interesting concept, and
I
so
love
it
that.
kind of just gets into the craziness of robbing your neighbors that are rich. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
but yeah, I'll
Uh,
send it to you. It's really good.
yeah, I wanna watch that.
Um,
Well, you should look more into Daisy Jones and the Six, even if you don't watch it. I just think like the whole premise behind it was super cool and unique. Um, and it made me come up with one of my thoughts of the day as well.
Davy Jones' locker. Arg.
No, no, no.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Every time you said Daisy Jones, I kept thinking, Davy Jones, the heart of
No.
Davy Jones.
No.
What's your thought of the day, Courtney?
Well, I've had a lot, but this one was from that show, and it was about imposter syndrome.
Mm,
And do you think people who are like super, super famous feel imposter syndrome? Or do you think it's more like smaller influencers who like, I don't know, maybe like someone on TikTok, like do you think they feel more of like that imposter syndrome?
I think everyone in a sense feels it because I feel like no matter
Yeah.
what, you're in a room with other people. Like if you're in a situation like that, you walk into a room with other people who are like in a higher level than you in your opinion. So like you could
Mhm.
be like Meryl Streep and think and like having imposter syndrome because she's probably humble and she probably thinks like that because she's in a room with Leonardo DiCaprio and like Robert De Niro or something. But in reality, it's like, no, ma'am, like you're the best actress here. Like you're the
Mm,
best actor here. But I think everyone kind of feels it in a sense. But I definitely think younger people like influencers or whatever would feel it way more.
mhm. Yeah, I just think imposter syndrome is like a very fascinating thing,
Oh yeah.
and I feel like I never thought of, I guess, celebrities feeling it, but I feel like you're correct. I think they do too.
Yeah. I would feel it, that's for sure, if I was like yeah.
Um, I really like your other thought that if your life was a movie. Do you wanna read that? Because I
Oh,
feel like
yeah. If okay, so this is a quote that I've seen a lot, and it came across my feed again, and I was like, "Okay, this is really good, I should bring it up." So, if your life was a movie and people were watching up to this point, what would the audience be screaming at the screen telling you to do with your life?
well,
It's kind of a reality check as well.
and I feel like this is, like, a good, like, deep question, but the reason it made me laugh is because we were talking about me, like, having an intruder, and I was like, "Yeah, my doors are unlocked." "Oh, yeah, I just opened the door." And so I just, like in my mind, I read this, and I was like, "Oh, people will be for sure screaming, 'Go lock the doors. Don't be a dummy.'"
In that
Like
moment, I was the audience watching, like, "Bro,
yeah. You
like,
literally were like, "No, don't turn the screen off." Like,
yeah, I know." I was like,
"Oh,
"What?" And then,
okay."
like, you open the door, and I'm like, "Oh, and she just opened the door." And you open the second door, and then you walk down, shut the door behind you, and I'm like, "Oh my god." Like, just 3 things immediately, and then, like, the 4th thing is when you're sitting there and Keaton walks in, and you're, like, not even, like I mean, obviously, it's Keaton, but, like, you're still, like, unaware. I'm like, "Oh my god, like, this is insane."
Oh, it was really funny. So that was what first came to mind and why I thought it was funny because I did think it related to what was going on in the
Yeah,
moment. But I do on another level, I do think this is actually a really good, yeah, like you said, like, kinda reality check of, like, "Well, what should I be doing?"
yeah,
And I feel like I'm personally doing it now. I feel like the audience would be saying, like, "Take that jump, like, take that leap, try something new,"
yeah,
which is where I'm at now, and I finally accepted that, but I feel like that's a hard thing to get to.
yeah.
Thanks, Margo, for being here in this
Good
moment.
good support animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's always like if I'm sitting like let's say I'm just like scrolling through TikTok, I'm like relaxing for a moment. I'll think about this quote and be like, okay, like they'd be looking at me like, bro, why wouldn't you get up and do something? Because like, have you seen that image of the person who's digging for like diamonds, and it's like
Mm,
the first guy at the top is like digging, he's still going and he's getting close. The guy at the end, he stops, but he's like one hit away from getting all the diamonds. But then
Mm,
it's a photo of him turning around because he quit.
mm.
I don't know if you've ever seen that photo,
I feel like I
but
have.
you probably have. I always just think about that because I'm like, okay, the more time I spend just sitting there doing nothing
Mm,
is less time I'm doing this or doing these other things that I want to be successful in. Because it's
mhm,
like you truly are one video, one person, one connection, whatever away from like a different
mhm,
life. Because like truly, like if we posted a video and it got like 5 million followers, 5 million followers, 5 million views or likes or something, because it's crazy, like then your followers increase and then like you'll get more eyes and everything. So it's just like
mhm,
you're always like one step away from something. So like that always motivates me. Like, okay, if the audience was watching me right now, like maybe they know that like we're this close to something. So it's
mhm,
like, why aren't you up doing something about it? So like
mm,
that always motivates me. And it's not like a constant thing, but sometimes if I'm feeling like I'm not doing something that day, then I'm like, okay, well, what should I be doing right now? Are they saying like, oh, you should take the day and take a break? Like, yeah,
mhm.
have your day. Or are they saying like, yo, get off your ass and go work and let's get this shit done, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I am, like, good at, like, having the balance of, like, taking that time because, like, in my mind, I'm like, it all well, that sounds bad, but I'm like, it all, like,
Seth will
goes
do it.
to
I'm just
no, it
kidding.
all
I'm just
goes to,
kidding.
like, the help. I mean, like, instead of working 7 days a week constantly, like, take that time because like, that's gonna help refuel you is what I guess what I mean of, like,
Yeah, yeah, you can definitely be
I,
smart
like
about it.
I feel like I'm better at that, like, balance for sure, but it's interesting you bring this up because I was just thinking about that the other day. I was just kind of, like, in my head about the podcast, and I was like, "God," like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I was just like, "Should we even be doing this?" Like, that thought, like, crossed my mind of,
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. I've had it.
is it, like is this even worth our time? Like, whatever. But then I, like, had the, like, "Wait, whoa, why am I thinking that way?" Because it is all going towards something. And,
Mhm.
like, I think that's a good, like, thing to remember is, like, not all of not all of these goals or not all of these, like, ideas or thoughts are gonna happen if you just, like, start doing it and then give up. Like,
Yeah.
you have to, like, see it fully through, but I think it's hard to, like, continue to see it through.
Well, there's a really good quote that I'm gonna botch, so I'm just gonna try to paraphrase from Seth Rogen, but he
Okay.
was saying like, he said something and then something else happened, Um,
Yeah, give me the details.
and then in the end, like, this thing is good for you. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, got nothing from that.
Cool, cool, cool.
Um, no, he was basically saying, like, the people that aren't successful are the ones who quit. And it's like you're never gonna know
Mhm,
if you can get there if you quit. So it's
mhm.
like, just don't quit. And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you might reach a breaking point and then yeah, quit. But like for me, I'm like and now I'm motivated right now by this. But like there's a few weeks there, like in May to June, I was so unmotivated to do this. Like
dude.
I didn't clip for like a month basically because I
Yeah,
was like in vacation mode, just like not motivated. I liked recording, but I didn't enjoy, like, editing it and stuff, and, like, now I'm kinda
yeah.
back on it, but
I
it's just kind of interesting.
I think it's also hard, like, prioritizing something like this when we're not seeing anything come from it yet, like but at the
Fair.
end of the day, I'm like, that's how it all starts, and I still do think, like, if we never see something from it, like, I still think we'll have a good time.
Yeah. That's what I was telling my mom too.
Like, it either works out, it doesn't work out, but it's something that we did and we can say we did, and we'll be happy that we did it. We
Yeah.
won't think back like, "Oh, should we have done that?"
Exactly. Yeah.
So but it is hard. It's really hard too when we're busy, like, trying to
Yeah.
just, again, prioritize it, but I think too, like, we're in our head about it, and then we have something like someone like Kevin, he reached out. How cool is that? Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have our first, like, again, guest that we do not know.
Yeah,
Like
honestly, I think, like, part of my motivation was because of that too. I felt like
yeah.
I was kinda getting momentum back, but then I kinda, like, felt like that helped it, and I was like, "Oh, this is
Mhm.
sick."
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's interesting because it's like as long as we don't look back and think like, "What if?" Because like at this
Mhm.
point, we're not gonna be able to think that because like we did it.
No, yeah, we'll
So
just
it's
yeah.
like it's the only what if might come from like, what if we didn't stop? Because eventually,
Mhm,
like maybe it ends. But like,
mhm.
yeah, it's just kind of interesting. But yeah,
It's all very
yeah,
interesting. But
um,
that is a good, reality check and a good thought of the day. I like these
yeah.
thoughts of the day.
I had another thought of the day.
'Kay, let's hear it.
Um, it's so I did this the other day because it was like it's been very warm in New York, and then we had a day
Mm.
last week where it was a little cooler. It was like 70, and it started like raining a bit. And like I'm leaving work, it's like raining, but I'm like, you know what? It's not too bad. Like let me grab a bike and like ride home and just see. Like it's probably not that bad. Got absolutely drenched, because obviously when you're on a bike, you're moving faster, so the
Mhm.
water hits you. And I did not think about this too much in the
You're
moment.
like, "My thought process was not there."
Yeah, basically, yeah, it was not there. And so I got soaked, but it felt so good. And I wasn't wearing like super nice clothing. I was kind of just wearing like basically like what if it was like the equivalent to like tech fleece stuff.
Oh
Because it was just like
god, which is
lazy day.
horrible wet.
Well, it's not like tech fleece, but just in terms of like the fit, like it was just like casual. I wasn't
Mhm.
like a button up shirt or anything. And I was going home. And so I got wet or whatever. Then I rode home, felt really good. It was cooler out. Came home, like got into like nice, like comfortable clothes. And that is a great feeling of when you're cold and rainy. Like you get this in the fall, especially in Eugene. Like you get rained on, and then you come home, you change into like comfortable, nice clothes, you take a shower, something like that, and you're clean. Like amazing feeling.
It is such a nice feeling, but I just hate it because I, like, stay cold for so long, I feel like, I
Yeah.
can't warm up.
See, I run warm, so like it's nice. And
I'm, like, always cold.
yeah, you and Ava and my mom just freaking cold constantly drives me crazy.
Mhm. It's true, it's a thing. That
Yeah.
actually also brings up another thing that I was curious about what you felt because I know your opinions on fall. I've been seeing people post, like, right after the 4th of July, which I feel like usually these kinds of posts happen, like, right after Thanksgiving, and it's like, "Okay, like, it's Christmas, like, whatever." But now 4th of July, I've been seeing people and they're like, "Okay, it's Halloween," and I'm like, "Whoa, what happened?" And I just
Yeah.
feel like I haven't noticed that before. I don't know if, like, it just, like, came up in my feed all of a sudden and it's always been happening, which I'm sure is probably the case. But, yeah, what are your thoughts? Like, are you, like, now pushing for fall and you're, like, ready for it?
It's so interesting because I'd never seen it until this year as well. Because I've seen a lot of those
Okay.
videos as well. I've seen
Yeah.
some pushing for Christmas and then some people pushing for Halloween. But my For You page right now, oh, it just like came out of nowhere. My For You page right now is a lot of Halloween, like
Yeah.
fall. Um, so I cannot wait. I feel like once 4th of July is over, I'm kind of like, all right, fall, come here, like let's
Mhm.
do it. Like it needs to be October. Like I want Halloween.
Yeah.
I want the leaves on the ground. I want to be a little overcast. I want football to be around. You know, it's people's fashion in New York is nicer and more comfortable in a way, and you get the boots out and stuff. And I
Yeah.
just, yeah,
I just love summer, and I feel like we haven't gotten enough yet. Like, I feel like by the 4th of July, you're, like, just hitting the peak of summer, and so I feel like I
mm,
still need a good amount of time, but then after I feel like once it starts to get really hot, which it has now, and, like, it's like that for a few weeks, then I'll start to, like, be
mm,
excited for fall,
yeah, yeah,
but I just feel like the 4th of July isn't that middle time. Like,
yeah. I don't
I feel
know.
like it's the beginning.
I just can't wait for the fall. I
I am
love the fall.
excited. The videos are making me more and more excited. I know we talked about it before, but like, now have, like, this new love for, like, Halloween and fall and stuff that I never did
Yeah.
before, but I do just love, like, a cozy home, and I'm really excited because 'cause we're, like, moving, and so we're gonna be, like, in a new home, and, like,
Oh
that's
yeah.
fun, but I yeah, so I'm excited for fall, but I've
I just
never seen this before, so it's interesting that
it is
now
I have not seen it before either until this year, which is interesting, but
yeah.
I love seeing these videos of people who are, like, in their den or in their living room, and, like, it's all cozy, they're under a blanket,
Mhm,
maybe have, like, some popcorn, and,
mhm,
like, the lights are dimmed, it's, like, kinda orange vibe, and
mhm.
then, like, the title for, like, Harry Potter pops up on the TV,
Yeah.
and it's fall, and I'm like, "Please," like, I love that.
No, I am, like, so stoked for that, though, like, it's gonna be so nice when I'm
Such a
at,
vibe,
like,
or it's
my
like,
house.
"We're 7 weekends away from it's Sunday Night Football." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
yes."
I know, it is kinda crazy, like,
Oh,
I've never really started to get excited about it this early, but the videos are, like, making me think about it more. So,
so hyped,
I
so
still
hyped.
do want more summer because I love summer so much.
Well, my
It's
question
like a
is
lake
oh,
day,
yeah.
so fun, like yeah.
I do love summer nights, I will admit that.
Mhm.
Not when it's humid, though. Not New York
Yeah.
summer nights.
Yeah, I was, like, literally I was talking to Sam about that the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, the humidity is just disgusting," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I can."
'Cau it'll get down to, like, 80, and I'm like, "Oh, I can go out." But then I'm just like, "Oh, no, it still sucks outside."
Ew.
Um, I was gonna say is, when do you start listening to Christmas music? Or, like, will you ever have a moment early before Christmas that you just, like, kinda pop it on, and you listen to?
Hot take, I don't.
Really?
I hate Christmas music.
Wait, I thought you liked it. I just kinda brought it up because I assumed you liked Christmas music.
No, I've become more open to it, like, the last
What?
couple years, especially, like, when I'm decorating the house and stuff, I like to, like, listen to it, but
Sitting there listening to, like, Bad Bunny or something. It's like, "Bro, what are you
no, but,
doing?"
like, I hate that it comes onto the radios at, like on, like, August. Okay, that's an extreme, it doesn't, but I'm like, "Okay, I don't wanna listen to Christmas music for 4 months." Like, there's just, like, a certain time that I enjoy it, and I think, like, working in retail has, like, changed my perception on
Yeah,
that
it's
as
probably
well.
playing all the time.
Yeah. So, I do notice that when I'm, like, shopping, like, the first stores, like, start turning it on, and I'm like, "Nope, too early, let's turn that off, okay." Um,
Right when
but
you
yeah,
see that spicy latte from Starbucks or whatever.
okay, that is one thing, though, I go crazy for the pumpkin spice, like, I cannot wait for that,
When
like
it comes out, then I'm like, "Yes, fall is here." Like that, I
mhm.
love the vibe of that.
Sam and I would, we would text each other when it would happen in college, like, one of us would go to Starbucks and we're like, "It's here, it's time." And then, like, we would go
Lock it in,
every
ladies.
day. Yeah, we would literally go every day, and then, like, we would the baristas would be like, "Hey, so we're, like, almost out of the pumpkin spice," like, and we're like, "No, no, 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 no,
No.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no, don't do that. I thought we were
no."
having a nice day.
Yeah, like, literally, that was Sam and I. We were like, "Mm-mm." Um, because pumpkin spice is amazing,
Oh,
but
man, that made me wanna see
yeah,
that movie
Christmas
again.
music though, like, I feel like I really just listen to it when I'm, like, decorating the house, cause then it, like, gets me in the spirit,
In
but
Christ alone, my home.
no, no. No, no. No! Stop singing!
It's also like a song about Christ.
I'm
Um,
singing!
and I'm in the shower, or what is it?
I'm singing! I don't know, but that was it. That was what I was
I'm
re
singing, I'm with my dad, and I
Yeah.
love you, I love you, I love you.
That's such a good movie.
And he's just like, "Okay, yep."
Okay, buddy.
Oh, man. Hey, that's his name, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Um, I love Christmas music.
I know
I
you
could
do.
listen to it year round. I actually thought about listening it to this morning and
Mm,
instead listen to the other music, but I you kinda got me motivated to listen to it because of how much you hate it, so I
I
might
mean,
have to listen to
hey,
that.
that doesn't
And
bother me. I'm not listening to it, so
honestly, sometimes I'm just like, I want something that's, like, makes me comfortable and,
mm,
like,
yeah,
Christmas music, like, brings me comfort.
yeah.
And so sometimes if I'm just like feeling whatever, I'm just like, all right, let me turn on some Christmas music, and that's really nice.
I feel like that is a good point because it does bring, like, some sense of, like, comfort and just, like, happy times and,
Yeah,
like, good times, but I just also get so irked because I feel like it's played too early, and then it's overplayed, and then I'm annoyed.
it's weird because I look forward to Christmas season every single year. I look forward to the music, and then once I'm in like December and whatnot in Christmas, I'm like not listening to Christmas music that much. It's
Yeah.
like after Christmas I start listening to it more because I'm like, oh dang, I miss it, even though like I didn't embrace it enough in the moment, and I do not
Mhm.
know why I do that, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And every year
No,
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna appreciate that next year. I just do the same shit.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Um, it's funny because like my barber, like he in New York here, he plays like Frank Sinatra like all the time
Mm,
and like
mhm.
that kind of vibe. And I'm always like, dude, the music in here is such a vibe because like you'll go to other places and they're just like blasting like pop and rap and Bad Bunny, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like it's such a vibe in there. And I told him I was like, "Ah, I can't wait for like Christmas time because like you guys can be playing like Christmas Michael Bublé and stuff because
That's
he
so
play
funny.
he plays so much Michael Bublé, and I'm like, yeah, I cannot wait.
That's so funny. That's fun, though. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, do you have anything else, or I mean, we're kind of
My other things were just, like
one of these things you wrote. I don't want to get into because it's just a massive topic.
I was just gonna say, one of mine is, like, a pretty big topic that I
Yeah, it
feel like
has
we could talk about forever.
yeah.
Um, I
Is
did
it
forget to
is it the
mention
never die when we jump timelines? Yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's not get into that.
Yeah, no, like, we can just, like, yap forever. Um, the other thing, though, that I feel like we did talk a decent amount today about, like, horror movies, and I thought this was a
Mm.
fun thought, was just, like, I'm always so intrigued by the
Oh,
storyline
yeah, we talked about this. Yeah. Like we
of
chatted about this. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like,
Sorry.
we talked about it on the phone, like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to watch that, like, that is such an interesting storyline, because what was it that the scary lady that you showed me, what was her
Weapons.
weapons. Someone was telling me about, like, weapons, which I had heard about it from you, but I was like before she told me what the movie was, she was telling me the storyline, and I just, like, didn't connect the 2. And I was like, "What movie is this?" And then she told me, and I was like, "Nope, not watching that one." And
Yeah.
I'm just so bummed though because, like, it is such, it's so intriguing to me. Like, I want to watch it so bad, but I
Yeah.
just don't think it's worth it because I wouldn't sleep. I would have nightmares. I'd be scared. I'm already scared, gal.
No, yeah. That's literally
So,
what it's like. Like, that's my intrigue with horror. Like, I've always been intrigued by horror movies. I just
yeah.
never indulged in them because I could never handle it.
Yeah.
Now I can handle some of them, so now I love it.
Mm.
Not all of them, but
My
like,
goal is to, like, get back to that point,
yeah,
but I just, like, got too nervous, and then, like, now with us moving too, like, I don't wanna, like, try and do that
open
yet.
up the gates of hell.
Yeah. But eventually I do, cause like, I was
Have the
talking to my
mummy come
friend
after you.
no, literally, I was talking to my friend, and she was, like, explaining the Mummy movie and, like, the different things that were happening, and she would just laugh, and she'd be like, "Yeah, it's so fucked up," and I'm, like, literally sitting there in horror just from her describing it. I'm like, "And you watched that?" And she's like,
Yeah. For
yeah, it was
fun?
she was like, "It was brutal, it was gory, it was this, it was that," and she was like I kept yelling at the screen like, "Oh my god," but I'm like, "But you watched it?" Like, I'm confused, like
That is so funny.
but I wanna get back to watching it because I did like scary movies, but I just think I went too far into the real world of scary movies, like true
Interesting.
crime.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm curious, like, what your scariest movie is that you watched, but
No, I think I just, like, got so invested in, like, true crime because I feel like
yeah,
it's a mix
like
of, like,
very real.
horror and reality, which hello, we all know what I love.
Yeah.
And so I think it was, like, a mix of that, and I was just, like, so intrigued by it, but then I just went down, like, too many rabbit holes and was like, "I need to, like, fully" like, what is it? When like, I need a
Cold
like, when you
turkey cut off or
yeah,
whatever.
like, I needed, like, cold turkey, any
Yeah,
scary anything. So
that's fair. That's fair.
that's where I'm at, but hopefully I'll get back to it because They are such good storylines. And this will be fun too to see if Kevin is going to go in that direction as well because of the whole storylines that you can
Yeah.
do. Like, there's
Yeah.
just so much opportunity there.
Yeah. Man,
So
I mean, yeah, I'm so intrigued by so many horror movies, but I just don't want to watch it. Like,
I know you
um,
always send me your little like short films, and I'm like, ah, like stop. That's
no,
spooky.
I just realized like I talked to my mom the other night for like an hour about movies, and I'm like, I know she was into movies, but like I didn't know to the extent of like scary movies that she's into. Like,
Mm,
she's telling me like she's seen like Hereditary and I because I was telling her she needs to watch Obsession, but then I was like, I don't know, like maybe you won't like it because it's scary. Then I'm like, wait, you've seen Hereditary? Like, this is gonna be nothing. This is gonna be a cakewalk.
yeah.
And Hereditary is considered to be like one of the scariest movies, and she's like, "Oh
I
yeah, it
feel
was
like I
really good."
knew that she liked scary movies, actually.
Yeah, I knew she did, but like not to this extent. I thought it was more like true crime, scary stuff. Because I'd like
Mm,
walk down in the middle of the night to grab some water, like
yeah.
10:30, when I was younger, and she'd be watching a scary movie,
When
and
I
I'm
was
like,
younger,
"Mom."
senior in high school.
Yeah, honestly, probably true.
No,
That
deadass
too.
it
Yeah,
was.
deadass. I was probably in high school. But I would like be like, "Mom, can you mute it?" Like I said, I'd go down there and like grab
Yeah.
a snack or whatever, and like while it's muted, because like I'm like I cannot be down here while this is happening.
No, because I think I did know that your mom likes scary movies because Ava and I would watch them, and, like, your mom would too, and you never would, and I remember we, like, forced you to watch,
Hush,
no, we forced you
Grim.
before no, we forced you to watch, it's when there's no rules,
Oh, The
there's
Purge.
The Purge,
It's just
and you were
fire.
like, "No, I don't want to," and we're like, "You're watching it, sit down." And we
And
literally
I
made you
liked
watch
it.
it. Yeah, now you do. But we all loved it, and you hated the scary movies, which is so funny. Look at the switch up now.
The character development is crazy. I know you guys are watching us.
Mhm, mhm. But I think that's all I had.
Oh shit, the home run derby was on tonight. Damn, I missed it.
Mm,
Oh, I didn't realize All-Star Weekend started already. Damn it.
mm. Gotta do reruns or something.
Yeah. Ah, damn, that sucks. But yeah, anyways, I don't have anything else. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into another episode. Next episode should be fun. We'll be sitting down with Kevin
Fun.
Shepard, like I mentioned, writer producer of 5683 and some other movies that he has in the works and other
Go watch it
projects. Go
before
watch
the
5683
next
again.
episode.
YouTube, Fandango, Amazon Prime, Tubi, maybe some other sites. I'm not sure. I'll put the link for the movie in the description as well.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, go watch it. It's a good time. It's a interesting
5,
rom-com. It's
6,
funny. So,
8, 3,
but yeah, thank you
1.
guys. Tune in to next episode, and we are out. Peace.